on the CPUs, but now through
Here's a question we've been discussing. Is the US dollar nearing the end of its global hegemony? Today, I invited a guest to talk about this, and maybe one of the few people that I really wanted to hear from the most during this tumultuous week in global finance. Nick Bhatia is the author of the book Layered Money. I've referred to it often. He's also an adjunct professor of finance.
This video is brought to you by Redacted. Please like, subscribe, and share. Thank you.
Finance at USC Marshall School of Business and founder of The Bitcoin Layer. This is a book that not only explains blockchain currency, but explains
Whoever's here in chat today, you're welcome. Hoping you're having a great day. If you'd like to interject, comment, agreements, disagreements, they're all accepted. Thank you.
explains the history of currencies and helps really explain what we've been going through, where we've been, and where we're going next. I find it an invaluable resource. So, Nick, thank you so much for joining me. I quote your book often because I found it both practical but also prophetic. So, why did you write this book? Did you see, because when you wrote it, we weren't in the midst of this financial crisis, but it felt like you saw that coming. Can I ask you, was it just because you were reading the tea leaves, or was it really in the numbers?
Well, the reason I wrote the book is because I wanted to explain Bitcoin in a new way that hadn't been done before. And I knew in order to do that, I had to give a history of money through my lens, which was as a bond market trader. That's the background that I come from. I've spent time in the US Treasury market on a desk, on a strategy desk, and just thinking through the US monetary system from the Fed and Treasury perspective. And when I look at the quantity of money provided to the system, whether explicitly or implicitly by the Federal Reserve over the last, let's say, since 2007, it becomes obvious that there are such big holes in the financial system that only the central bank is able to put bandages on.
Yeah.
And in that way, we have to explain Bitcoin in the context of the current financial system, which is a fractional reserve system that has broken in several places from 2007 to 2020 and has been bandaged by the Federal Reserve in all these places. And it only guarantees more monetary stimulus from the Fed as the economy goes through its business cycle, which is part of my research as well.
Now, this week, China and Brazil decided to work around the US dollar. So, a lot of the shakiness of the US dollar that you base your argument on is happening. We see similar agreements with Russia, Argentina, France, Pakistan, Saudi Arabia. So, in giving us the history of currency and then the history of the US dollar, you show us why this is such a shaky place to sort of stake our claims. So, do you agree that right now the US dollar is kind of, for lack of a better expression, circling the drain and making the case that we need an alternate currency?
Not necessarily. So, I believe that the US dollar and the Federal Reserve's position and the US fiscal position, all of these impact the trustworthiness of the dollar on the global scale. That is undeniable. We can see China, Russia, other countries that have made serious efforts toward going away from the dollar in terms of its dependency. Now, with that being said, the dollar, in terms of its usage in global trade and its position in debt capital markets, as well as asset management, which is wealth storage. The dollar is the primary tool, and it's actually by several miles the leader on that front. And then take it one step further, what would be or what could be the challenger to the dollar on that front? I'm talking about true international settlement, global capital markets, and the denomination of the balance sheets of corporations around the world, and the debt and equity that they issue. There, if you look to China and you look to Europe, and Russia doesn't even have an international currency. Europe does, and China doesn't have an internationalized currency, but they're making certain efforts. So between China and between the EU, neither one of them has a currency that is even remotely positioned to challenge the dollar on a global capital market basis. So I want to establish that. But then if you take it one
Hello?
step further, we're talking
Hello?
about Bitcoin.
Hello?
Bitcoin
Hello?
benefits from the concept that all of the central banks and all of the countries around the world are competing with each other. And so in that global race to the bottom, you're saying circling the drain of the dollar. It's not only the dollar, though. It's all of the central bank currencies
Right.
currently have no ability to sustain themselves in their current form, so they have to devalue against each other over time. And so, but in that relationship, I still
All are welcome to the broadcast this morning. I hope everyone's doing well and has a better tomorrow. No doubt about it. We're watching Redacted on our money system. Thank you.
do believe the dollar remains dominant for many, many years to come, and that the talk of China establishing international relationships over the yuan is slightly overblown and has been in the news really constantly since the year 2010, when the financial crisis was really starting to just slow down a little bit. Then you saw China start to make these announcements that we're going to go away from the dollar. Well, it's 13, 14 years later, and we still haven't seen any true internationalization or China opening its capital account, meaning that you can't actually settle yuan around the world. It's not possible without permission of the Chinese government. So we are still miles away from the dollar being challenged by other government currencies.
Okay. So what you're
Yeah.
saying then is it's not just the dollar, it's all fiat currencies. And you present here this idea of king dollar. You say, amidst the global currency war, the dollar emerged as the cleanest dirty shirt in the laundry of global currencies. You say that the pound sterling abandoned a gold standard in 1931 and officially ended its reign as world reserve currency. So that void was filled by the United States, but it's still sort of just one side of the same coin of fiat currencies. Is that a more accurate description?
Well, if you think about when the US took over from the British pound sterling as the world reserve currency, this happened over several decades between, call it, the late 1800s and 1930s. But by 1970s, the US had abandoned the gold standard itself. And so the US dollar has stood on its own ground, meaning the source of the value of the dollar comes from a combination of trust, military prowess, property rights, etc., all the things that make the United States the United States. That is what the dollar stands upon. So if you compare military prowess, and you compare the internationalization of the currency, the trust in the rule of law, and relate it to other nations, not just in general, but relate it to other nations, you can see why the dollar might have a very long runway. Because if
Yeah.
you compare property rights in the United States and China, what result is that going to spit out to you as an analyst when making the decision between these two currencies over a multi-decade time frame?
Right.
It's not easy to see China taking over the role of a global reserve currency from the United States, given what we know, because China isn't going suddenly to some commodity-backed currency that is going to attract
Yeah,
demand
okay.
and sustain value
Whatever.
versus other things that might decline as fiat currencies devalue. So if that becomes the case, it's a different conversation. But as I see it right now, it's just not the case that China can really take that international currency role away from the dollar.
Now, what can we learn from the recent bailouts of the banking sector? You write that the Fed uses wholesale money and people use retail money. So the Fed was able to bail out banks with a different layer of money. How is that now going to affect us all? Because I heard you on the Tom Wheelwright podcast talking about how we didn't actually feel the full effects of the 2008 crisis. And so, does this bailout mean we will feel it? And how will this affect all of us?
Well, if you think about the way that the Federal Reserve issues money to cover losses in the financial system, and it always teams up with the Treasury, right? Because the Treasury is the entity that has to support the FDIC, which has to
Go
support the
figure.
banks
The
in times
government's
of
got
crisis.
money that
And
can
then the
be
Federal
worth
Reserve comes
more
in
than
and has
yours,
their own
or it could be
facilities
worth
to
less than
backstop
yours.
the system and guarantee liquidity to
Huh.
the system. So what we saw,
I
despite
thought a
seeing
dollar
one
was
new
a dollar.
liquidity facility from the Fed,
Oh, wait,
this
this one
BTFP
becomes the
facility,
government's
d-
dollar.
besides that, we saw nothing new. And so all we saw is another attempt to paper over the fractional reserve nature of the system by guaranteeing additional FDIC deposits beyond that $250,000 level. And that moving it from 250,000 to the theoretical infinity, or let's just say multi-millions, that move from 250 to, let's say, 10 million is nothing different than the move from 100 to 250 during the 2008 crisis. And it's no different from moving it from, it was originally between $3,000 and $5,000 when it came about in the 1930s. And so the increase of the amount of the federal deposit insurance backstop
hmm
is in
So in other
actuality
words,
nothing new. And
believe
what
in
can
our
we expect
government. The
as
government
Americans or as
will
participants in the U.S. dollar from
solve
this?
all
Nothing new.
problems.
We are in a
There's
we are
not
in
a problem
global
our
currency
government can't.
war that has been in effect for a decade and a half.
Yeah.
It is a rotation between easing of around the world, right? We've been in a tightening situation here in the U.S. for the last year plus, but that's because we've had this,
Oh,
inflation
data about it.
episode that the Fed had to address. But once that fades, we'll be back into this devaluation rotation that we've been in for quite a long time.
And so the solution that you see then is a cryptocurrency such as Bitcoin, specifically Bitcoin, because you present this idea of layered currency as if, there was one-time coins and then there's gold and then there's paper money and then there's, numbers in a computer that we agree is money. But you think that this can be flipped. Can you explain this pyramid of a different layer of money in which Bitcoin is the dominant layer? I don't know if
Wait a
dominant's the
minute.
right
Weren't
word.
we
The
supposed
top
to be
layer.
Sure.
suspicious
Sure.
of the
So Bitcoin
pyramid
is
scheme?
not issued by
Oh,
a
wait, it's
country
the government
nor
pyramid scheme. Oh,
a
okay. I forgot.
company.
Sorry about
It doesn't have any counterparty risk. It's actually a digital commodity. And in that way, we can compare it to gold historically, in that gold is a commodity. It doesn't have any counterparty risk. Nobody owes you the gold coin that's in your pocket. And in a similar way, if you have custody of Bitcoin private keys that give you signing rights to a balance on this ledger, you have money on your person, and that money it's not owed to you, and it exists in ledger form on all the Bitcoin nodes around the world, and that's thousands of computers that keep this record. So there's no one server or one place that you could even bomb to shut this network down and this proof of ownership network. And in that way, Bitcoin has established itself as the preeminent and the dominant digital commodity in the world. And that digital commodity, I do view, will be used as a store of value to escape this competitive devaluation nature of fiat currencies, but it doesn't mean it will replace it and become the rails for all financial transactions over any medium term time horizon. However, I do see Bitcoin taking a role of digital gold, being a store of value that people are able to keep outside of the current global state issued currency or even bank issued currency system that we use today.
You're right that Bitcoin thrives amidst instability. And we see that happening this week. Bitcoin is hitting highs for the year as, people are kind of scrambling about our economy in this exactly right now. And so is this what you would have expected Bitcoin to do amidst the geopolitical system?
It's a good question. And to be very honest with you, Bitcoin and its price behavior, it's such a volatile asset that it's almost difficult to judge any few weeks of price action based off of the news,
Mm.
because what we saw last year is an incredibly strong correlation between Bitcoin and the stock market. And as rates rose, we had risk assets fall in price as the discount rate increases, the present value of cash flows decrease. And we saw that happen to stocks, and we saw Bitcoin fall in sympathy. But it's not even in sympathy, it's because it's owned at the portfolio level by the same people that own stocks. And so they do trade as correlated assets. With that being said, Bitcoin has responded nicely to a banking crisis, for sure, and it has outperformed the S&P by a significant margin during the last couple weeks, really since the Silicon Valley demise. But in that way, interest rates have also come down over that time horizon, which is in theory should be supportive to Bitcoin, as we saw, that correlation last year when rates rose, Bitcoin fell. This year, rates are falling and Bitcoin is rising. So it's really hard to pinpoint the why. Rather, I like to look at Bitcoin's 200-week moving average, which is like a 4-year average price of Bitcoin. It's in a steady state of increase and has been since that average came about 4 years after Bitcoin's price history. So we see Bitcoin steadily increasing in price, and I do believe that that will continue.
Interesting. All right. Well, thank you so much. And I appreciate that you're unwilling to speak in hyperbole. Like I said, I've learned a lot from your book. I appreciate it a lot. And I want to recommend it again. So you can follow Nick Bhatia on Twitter at Time Value of BTC. You can seek out the book as well. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us before we let you go?
Sure. People can find all my work right now at thebitcoinlayer.com. We have a free newsletter and we have a YouTube channel, which is also free. So a lot of content for people to check out. We analyze Bitcoin through a global macro lens.
Okay. Thank you again for your time.
It's all free.
Thank you.
Today's episode is brought to you by Indeed. Well, the thing about running your own business is that every single hire counts. No hiring.
So everybody in chat today, I hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a wonderful day and a better tomorrow. If you have anything on your mind, please chime in. Your comments are more than appreciated. Thank you. Cat, go. trying to find another video here. If you guys have any suggestions, any thoughts, they're all appreciated. Thank you.
Supreme Court Justice Clarence Thomas, who
This video is brought to you by MSNBC. Please like, subscribe, and share. This video is used for entertainment, educational, and fair use. Thank you.
is at the center of yet another controversy. ProPublica is out with blockbuster reporting on his friendship with Dallas real estate tycoon and Republican megadonor Harlan Crow. ProPublica reports Thomas has accepted mega luxury trips from Crow basically every year for more than 20 years without disclosing them. That reportedly includes flights on a private jet, vacations on Crow's super yacht, and stays at both Crow's ranch in Texas and private resort in the Adirondacks. Clarence Thomas did not respond to ProPublica's list of detailed questions, and NBC News has not independently confirmed this reporting. Crow said in a statement that he has never sought to influence Justice Thomas. Joining me now is one of the all-star reporters behind this story. I
think it's kind of
blown
stupid.
away
You gotta go to
by the level
YouTube
of detail in this.
the
Justin
link.
Elliott, he covers politics and government accountability for ProPublica. This thing is extraordinary. You point out one of these trips could have cost over $500,000, okay? Over 500 grand for a vacation paid for by a mega donor, and Clarence Thomas didn't disclose it. Have we ever seen anything like this from a Supreme Court justice?
You know, we had that question, and we actually put it to some Supreme Court historians.
Morning, Sly. How are you? I don't hear you.
You did, because I ain't said shit yet.
All right. Well, damn.
God damn, I got to be, it's cold today. What the hell? I got to be waiting outside and shit. The hell? What the fuck?
Well, you know.
Good
Different
morning.
Freaks for different freaks.
I ain't feeling freaky today. Today is Good Friday.
Well, there you go. Some people would say, what's so damn good about it?
I don't know. It's just one of them calendar days.
Oh, so for you to get to spend more money that way, huh?
Huh?
I said they get you to spend more money that way, huh?
Oh yeah, definitely. This is the way. This the day you go shopping for the kids.
Ah, I see. Hey, Austin, good to see you, bud.
Good morning, Austin. I ain't come to hang out with you long, man. I ain't messing up my morning time with you.
I messed it up the other day real good for you, didn't I?
Kind of, sort of, but I pulled it together.
There you
See,
go,
when I hang
like
out
you
with
always
y'all,
do, right?
yeah, when I hang out with y'all though, I get a little backed up. Yeah, I mean, so I gotta keep flowing. I gotta keep.
That's what the kaopectic's for.
No, I ain't taking no Kaopectate. I never took that stuff.
Yeah,
My whole life.
I'm not sure if I have either. I don't think I have.
You know what I was thinking today, Larry, though?
Huh.
I was telling this lady, she was talking about how her boss is a micromanager and, she's stressing her out a little bit, this, that, and the other. And I said, you know what? That's the problem right there. You're giving her the power to be your boss, right? You be the boss of you, right? And she was like, she started breaking down what she does and what she do, what she bring to the job and this, that, and the other. And I was like, so you know your worth, you know what you bring to the table, right? Be your own boss. Let her have that micromanage shit. Let her just go ahead. Let her just whatever. Let her just spout, and don't let it affect you. You know what I mean? Don't let it get
Right.
to you to make you stressful because she being micromanager and all, putting her stress on you.
Right.
So I had to tell her, yeah, that people always got, well, no, I don't know. I said, look, you might be paying me, but I'm my own boss.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, yo, I don't let nobody have dominion over me. I don't care what we doing. I don't care if I'm working for you or not. You don't have no control over me, right?
Come on now. We're all just supposed to say, they say jump, we say, how high, sir?
I ain't never been like that, Larry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I mean, I hear when people say, the we, nah, I always got to jump in and say, nah, I wasn't never like that. Yo, I'm telling you, man, once I stopped getting high, like being in the street, my whole life changed. It was like, it was like I woke up.
Oh yeah.
And look, I told her, I said I never wanted to get married. I never wanted to have children. And that's sad, right? That the government made me not want to do all of these things. I ain't want to have no kids because I ain't want nobody telling me how I had to raise my child. You know what I mean?
Right.
I didn't want him indoctrinated in all these lies, the Santa Claus, the bunny, the Easter bunny, and all that bull crap. I didn't want to have to teach my child that stuff, and I didn't want my child learning that. I didn't want to have to. I didn't want that. I didn't want that.
Right.
I didn't want
Yeah,
nobody in my business.
most of my life when I was working, I used to believe, the harder you work, the better, the further you'll go, the more money you'll make, the more security you'll have. And it's like time and time again when I lost my damn job, it was like I was one of the hardest working motherfuckers there at that job. But, all the people that were kissing the owner's ass and the supervisor's ass, those are the ones that would keep the job, not the people that were fucking working.
Exactly. See, and that's that ego shit, right? That's that, thinking you control everything, right? And the people that like you said, you do the right thing, you're responsible, you show up on time, you stay late, and you're treated like shit. Are you there, Larry? Hello? 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 Are you messing with buttons again? Are you trying to find something? Larry, what the hell? Larry, are you okay? click 3 times if you need help. I tell you, I think this is a setup every damn time. Larry gets people up on his broadcast and then he leaves. He said, let the little black chick entertain people for now. Y'all can't see me. That's how dark I am. Nah, I ain't got no light on me today. It's cold as shit outside. Yesterday it was hot as shit. Today it's cold as shit. Shit. There was no steam coming off of shit yesterday. There's steam coming off of shit today.
All right. Yeah,
Larry.
the cat came by and unplugged my cord for my mic and everything.
Oh, so you was talking, so you was talking, and I just didn't hear you.
Well, that, and I was trying to find the damn cord where it went.
That damn cat always being in some mischief.
Well, this new setup, it's kind of weird. It's got Bluetooth, and it connects to the Bluetooth, but the mic won't work in StreamYard unless I connect it to the computer for some reason.
Mm. Yeah, well, you
So I
gotta.
gotta have a damn cord stretched across the damn floor right now until I get
But
another
can't you set
cord.
the Bluetooth? Can't you set the Bluetooth up to the computer?
I did. It's all hooked up, and it says it's hooked up, but it won't work in StreamYard for some reason.
You got to change the settings to your Bluetooth thing. Whatever you
I did. I did.
on both of them, on audio, on the camera, and
Yeah.
you did both of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know, Larry. I'm not computer savvy.
Either am I. I just fake it well.
Man, no, you don't, man. You got soundboards and shit. You be playing. You be doing. I think. Listen, I think you trying to take over YouTube, ain't you?
Oh yeah, I could only wish. I'm gonna be the next Bill Gates.
Oh, wait, look. So I think I got some stones to throw at Moose, right? So I remember the other day, my boy said something like, I haven't gotten any donations from you in a bit, right? Or something like that, right? So yesterday I'm in the chat with them, and so Moose tried everything that he could, everybody he could, to get up on Talcott's panel, and it failed, right? He got kicked out every single time, less than a millisecond. So, but then I think he created a Paul account, right? Had Paul's picture and everything, and then asked for money. So I fell for it, not paying attention. I'm like, and I seen Luce ass said, asked Paul, was he being a grifter or something like that, right? So I said, well, Paul, are you begging for money? I said, you drifter. And then I said, oh, wait, I mean grifter. So the damn fake Paul came back and said, yeah, slide fell off a bit. So So I sent them a cash app, right? Why hear me, Larry?
I'm right here.
Why I hear me, Larry?
Why what?
Come on, man. I said, why do I hear me?
I don't know. Hang on. Shit's screwed up now since the cat did this shit.
All right, because I do hear me.
That better?
I don't know. Is it better?
Do you hear yourself now?
Sure, I hear me. I'm talking. It's like, I'm just messing with you. Yeah. No, I don't hear me no more.
Okay. Damn you, Sly.
All right, what was I telling you? So the fake Paul set me up. I sent Paul a damn fucking cash app, right? And then I had to pay attention. Paul was in the damn chat blue. He had a wrench. Because he was fussing at whoever this fake person was. And I ain't even pay attention, man. But I think that was Moose trying to get Paul some damn money. Great job, y'all. That's all.
What's he good for?
I think I'm telling you, I think that was Moose, man, trying to get Paul some donations, trying to make up for the ones he can't send, and he got me to send some. Look, he lucky I sent it to the right Paul, and he lucky I like Paul enough to send him some damn money. You know what I mean? If I ain't like that nigga, I'd have been mad as a motherfucker. Well, no, if I ain't like him, I wouldn't have sent it.
Which reminds me, you need to get a hold of your bank sometime and find out, get that $40 back. Because like I said, that first 20 I never got, and that second 20 I never got. So
Yeah,
need
I
to.
don't know where that second 20 went because I damn sure ain't even get it.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna have to talk to your bank and explain what
Man,
happened.
you need that $20?
No, I'm fine. I'm just, want to
Oh,
make
well,
sure
no,
that
I
we.
don't care. I don't care about that shit, man.
Well, the bank's got, fucking $40 of your money or my money, or whoever's fucking money. We need to get it back.
If you ain't trying to get your money back, man, what do you want me to do?
Damn you, Sly.
Yo, I'm not. Why I gotta do the work?
It's 40 extra dollars you could have.
That's your money.
What? Yeah, I'm gonna have to change my banks here.
You're gonna have to get it. You're gonna have to get a card
Right.
with a routing number, right? So your money could go straight to your card. Those cards have routing numbers?
See, that's what's weird is I've never really figured out how in the hell they could do what they're doing, because the card I have is a prepaid debit card basically.
Yeah, but
So
it has
I should be able to receive and send money as I wish, because as long as there's money on there, I should be able to send it.
listen
And
to what
whoever
I'm
wants
saying.
to give me money should be able to send it to me. But
Listen to what
the only
listen to
money I can get on there is my disability or my
already.
retirement pay.
All right. So whatever routing number that you use for that to get your money, whatever routing number you use from that card to get your money, you can also use the same routing number for your Cash App. So when you want to send money and receive money, you'll get it on that card. The same card that you use to get your benefits every month has a routing number.
Right, and I've used it on the app and everything. It's always been that way. And I've even talked to Social Security and stuff, and they told me the only money that can be applied on that card is my retirement pay.
All right, well then leave that alone. Get a card that you can transfer, that you can send money and receive money. You could get a prepaid card of your own.
Right.
You understand? You understand
yeah.
where I'm coming from?
Yeah.
You get your prepaid card on for your own. You put money on it. You find out the routing number of that prepaid card, right? And then you put that on your Cash App. That'll be your private money. Because see, the government wants to keep track of what they give you. They don't want you adding nothing else to that card. Because if you start adding shit to that card, they're gonna start taking money from you.
How dare you? Somebody give you $20 extra. We want 3 of that 20. Damn it.
Exactly. And I think about that shit all the time. Larry, that's why I never ever wanted to do shit, because I think about every time you do something, the government has to be involved every single time. And people want to know how I get by, or how I made it, or whatever. Man, I just never fell for it. I just never fell for it. I stopped falling. Well, I stopped falling for it because I was trained and taught to believe everything I was taught. You know what I mean? So once I learned that they was just teaching me a bunch of bullshit, not knowing how to take care of myself, to depend on other things and other people to take care of me, right?
Oh, yeah.
I was going to say, did the cat get you again?
No, the fucking cat jumped over my dab rig and my container for my dab and my damn tool. So now my tool's got hair all over it.
Listen, for you, I know. I went through that yesterday, yo. We got some of the same issues, man. So I got the dogs. I put the spoon down for a second and I picked it up, all this damn dog hair on it. I'm like, The last night I'm trying to roll an L, and I was in the chat with them and mess. I don't know. Look, it spilt all the stuff on the damn blanket, right? Picking it up, You had to pull all the dog hair out of it because you can't see that shit until you spill shit on it, right? You can't see the dog cat hair until you put shit on it, right?
Oh, there gets to be so much here because I got 2 cats and then sometimes the 2 dogs, so there's fucking hair everywhere. It's like I can vacuum and there still be fucking hair everywhere. It's ridiculous.
So
Now my damn cats are in heat again, so they're fucking bugging the fuck out of me.
So why you ain't get them fixed?
Because I ain't got $200. It costs $100 a cat.
Well, you save up for one. You save up for one, right? Get one done at a time, Larry. I mean, you rather them be in the heat and getting on your damn nerves? I'm sorry, Larry. I just be saying stuff that I think makes sense, man. I'm sorry.
No, you
No,
make sense. I'm just
you get all quiet on me, man. What the
I'm
fuck?
trying to take a damn hit because
Well,
I'm just
then
cleaning
tell
my
me.
shit.
Just say, hold on, Sly. I'm trying to, get buzzed or something. Give me a fucking fair warning, man.
All right, damn it.
Yo, hey, Larry. So I got accused for
You got a what?
I got accused for aluminum foil not being blocked over here.
What the fuck?
He said that cunt, she's the reason why I can't go to Larry's broadcast anymore. I said, no, you dumb fuck. You're the reason why you can't go to Larry's broadcast anymore.
Well, he can't be held for his own responsibilities and his actions. Come on now. It's got to be everybody else but him. What the hell are you thinking, girl?
Hey, he tried. Look, Moose text me. Moose DM me, said, Sly, come help me, please. So I didn't want to at first because I was in the chat with in Jack's chat, right, with them, right? So I didn't want to leave and right away and go straight to Moose's joint. So I tapped in and I seen aluminum foil was up there. I was like, oh hell no. I am not arguing with with Tweaker right now. So Moose said, Sly, please help me. He said, help me get him the rage quit. I said, okay. Oh shit. So this is the funny part. So as I'm chatting in the bot and chatting with them, I decide to go on the panel anyway with Moose, right? As soon as before, I guess he was talking about me, aluminum foil was talking about me before I clicked. I caught, as soon as I came up, I caught. I wish I could explain it to Sly Shy, and I popped up that second.
Yeah.
You hear me? Moose bust out laughing. He fell out, right? Because as soon as he said, I wish I could explain this to Sly Shy, I said, pop, yo. I said, where's Larry with the bullets? Oh, good morning, handsome. Look, that was so freaking funny. Soon as I came up, I overtalked him. I ain't let him say a word. Moose was dying. I needed you with your machine, Larry.
Excuse me, we got Nubs in the chat.
I saw him. I just said good morning to him. Did you hear what I said?
Sorry.
See, that's your problem. Can you pay attention? Can you get back to me now?
I'm just having all kinds of problems here this morning.
No, you. If you put that damn choker down, if you put that choker down for a second, oh snaps!
You need to oil that door.
Huh?
You need to oil that door.
Why?
Because I heard it go.
Oh, okay. Do you live here?
Damn right.
No, you
Get that
don't.
shit
You live here. The fuck, you don't live up in here. You talk about oil. I ain't greasing up nothing. But it's none of your business, Larry. Hold on, I'll be back.
All right. Can we all just talk about Nubs, man? That damn piece of shit.
Yeah, he's a piece of shit. When I said that the other night, right? Paul was shocked. He said, "Damn, why she call him a piece of shit?" But he don't know why.
The security in the hood. There is no security in the hood. We need to get some of those damn robots over here and start roboting.
Oh hell no, Larry!
Yeah, I
Listen.
knew that would get Sly.
Listen, wait. So it's this lady running for mayor in Philly, right? First thing she want to do is make Philadelphia safe and want to hire 300 cops and fix some lights that we don't know anything about in our community because all our lights work, right? So she running on making the city safe. For who? Who is she making it safe for? And who paying for them 300 cops?
You are.
Thank you. They always hollering on, we hiring. No, bitch, we hiring. The fuck?
I want to know, okay, let's just say for shits and giggles, I go to the store.
You said shits and giggles.
and I fill my grocery cart up full of whatever I want, right?
Right.
And then I run outside and I see one of those little security robot things that, what the fuck they gonna do to me?
They gonna shoot your ass, man. The fuck out of here.
They actually got guns and hands and shit they can shoot people with?
Larry.
I've never seen one, so I don't know.
I'm telling you, man, they made them. Wait, let me let you see me. They made them robots to be able to fuck a nigga up, okay? You try running out that damn market with a shopping cart and see how far your ass get. That's all I'm gonna say about that.
I just kicked the fucker over so it couldn't move.
You don't think he got backup drones on the roof? Are you kidding me? The
You
fuck
think you old Sly over here talking iRobot shit?
Man, listen. Those robots that they got security, trust me, it's a drone somewhere watching over it. Okay, a loaded drone.
So they got a robot watching a robot watching a robot?
Yup. Look, shit, as soon as you come out the house, the robot watching you from the sky. Right?
They're all watching us everywhere.
That's what I'm saying. But I'm talking about you talking about the robot watching the robot. Yeah, I mean, that's what's happening. I'm trying to keep you out of camera. I mean, keep me out of camera. While I do some things. Oh shit. But Nubs, come on up here so I can call you a piece of shit in your face.
He said he got to get some shit done, and they'll be up.
Re- Man, this look. Y'all go ahead and get focused on. Y'all go ahead and
I'm
focus
frozen.
on this, huh?
I'm frozen.
You are?
Yeah.
Okay. I wanna unfreeze you. I can blow some smoke on you. No, boy, you're not going out there. Nope. Don't think it. Nope. He knows she outside, so he wants to go outside and lick the ground and get sick, and he ain't going. No, you're not going. Nope, you're not going outside. No, Graham, move. Yeah, can't let him out. Did that squeaking noise irritate you, Larry? Oh shit, am I by myself? Oh my God, Larry's always got damn issues. Nubs. Why does this man always got issues first thing in the damn morning? I think that's why he gets me to come in the lounge early, right? So I can entertain people. So I can entertain people while he fuck up. He doesn't leave me alone. They always yelling at me. I don't know who these dogs think they are.
Get my damn camera to work now.
Oh, Larry. Oh my gosh.
Damn cat.
Larry, you're gonna have to stop having these issues first thing in the morning, right? Because you be using me to get yourself together for about an hour. I know. I already know. Hey, look, see? Here I am again. The fuck? Good morning. Anybody else coming in the chat this morning? Hang out with Nubs and me, because Larry's got issues. He's got
I think I gotta get out and come back in.
All right, get out then. It's like, do I gotta leave too?
No, you stay there. I'll be right back.
Man, you done left a few times already.
No, I gotta get out of the stream. I'll be right back.
Don't be hollering at me, because you be fucking up.
Damn you.
What? Wait, lots of security. What doors, Nubs? I say they will not replace us. They will not replace us. Nubs, you keep that shovel in your hand, man. He is so mean. Keep that. Look, he like messing with her. Look. What are you doing, Graham Cracker? He always stashing his treats. Let me see. Let me see. Ain't nothing under there. Oh, yes, it is. There we go. Okay. Sorry. You see him, Nubs? He a trip. He likes to hold on to his treats and then, like, dare her to mess with him. He'll leave him there, then come back to him, play with him. Then he'll leave it. Then he'll come back to it and play with it. So, you know what I gotta do? I gotta take so I'm slowly trying to get the black seed oil capsules in me, Nubs. I'm trying, Nubs. You gotta remind me in the morning. Nubs, just remind me in the morning to take my black seed capsule, and that'll help me a lot, sir. Okay? You know how we gotta help each other around here. Well, you reminded me to take my black seed oil capsule in the morning, sir, would be very, very helpful. It's 9 o'clock. It's 9 o'clock, kids. Sometimes it can be lonely in these streets.
All right. Oh wait, I'm back.
No shit.
I had to reboot the whole damn computer.
No shit, Sherlock.
Damn cats. What are they good for? Nothing but trouble.
I just saw a picture, a memory of my cat, my last cat, and my dog, because my cat got to meet the dog got to meet the cat.
Yeah.
Yeah, before she passed away. I mean, before I had to put her to sleep. Yeah, I had my cats for 16 years.
Yeah, it's like the cat I had just passed away. She was almost 20.
I had 2 calicos, 2 girls.
I'll tell you though, that's one thing for a really long time I thought I wasn't going to be able to handle was her, her passing or whatever. But
Mhm.
we had a super good relationship, and she like prepared me in many ways.
Mhm.
It's like she's like, all right, Dad, this is what's going to happen. You need to get your shit together, you know.
Mhm. Mhm.
And I actually was very surprised that because I thought for sure I was gonna just lose it, and just be a fucking babbling idiot.
Right. Well, I think I'm kind of prepared myself for Graham, because every time Graham gets sick or slow down, you know what I mean? I say, I kind of prepare myself. What? Oh
How
my
old is
God.
he?
Yo, he think I don't know. What? You already had your treat. You better go here. Who you hollering at?
How old is he?
I had him 14 years now. Get out.
Damn.
Out.
Goes quick, don't it?
Huh?
Goes quick, don't it?
Nah, dude, it seemed like, I had this dog forever. I've been here 15 years. No, I ain't. So, no. I got him 2010. 12 years?
13.
13 years?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. I got him 2010. Just Obama's second year, coming in on his second year. I mean, his second his second year of being president.
Term.
Second year.
Oh,
Second year, I said. Damn it.
All right, I got it.
God. You trying to tell you, man. Dang. All that goddamn noise across the street. They building some stuff to the hospital.
Yeah.
Excuse me. I gotta keep some water in me because I like to smoke. And hey Larry, the house is coming along great, man.
That's cool. So remember, like a week ago, I was telling you about the different cops being in our neighborhood and shit.
Yes.
Well, to me now it seems like they're tag teaming. It's like, okay, this month we're gonna come here, or this week we'll be there, and then that week you'll patrol, and then next month we'll patrol.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's weird. I've never seen this shit here before like that. It's just I can't figure out what the fuck's going on.
It's babe. It's all a part of uh it's all a part of getting ready for this new world order. The policing is going to be policing. They going to be letting y'all know that they going to be running shit.
Well, you know what gets me? Like I pointed out when they were here one day and I was talking to them, I'm like, how in the hell is it all that garbage a health hazard? You know, we got garbage that's 20 foot high by 30 foot wide, and you know, them out pissing and shitting in the yard and so on and so forth. And it's just like, you know, if that was me, they would have been fucking here with SWAT and shit. But
It's the new talking points, Larry. Listen, that's what they running, the mayor running on now. Cleaning up the city. That's what they running on. They let it get bad. They let it get fucked up, right? And then they got to have all these programs and this, that, and the other. Clean up day. It costs the taxpayers. Then, you know, they go buy all these, they go get all these free brooms from their corporations like Lowe's and Home Depot. Graham.
So like
You know,
just
Go
the
ahead.
other day, we had a sheriff come through and they'll zoom by the, you know, house with all the garbage. They won't even look that way. But then he sees the car down on the corner that doesn't have a front plate. So he's all like, oh, I'm going to get me one. You know, you could see it on his attitude, his face, his actions and everything. So then he goes to the back of the car and realizes there's no plate there either. And so instead of checking the damn bin, he's like, I'm thinking, oh man, the donut place is opening up in 5 minutes. I ain't got time to check this fucking bin. I'm fucking out of here. It's like, why the fuck did you stop to begin with? You know what I'm saying?
I can try to tell you, right? But people don't want to believe it. They have a quota. They have to fill a book with something.
Well, no, I understand that, but my point is, you know.
I know.
Like,
I know exactly what you're saying.
it's just like 1 second you get, you could see it on his face, his walk, and I got me one, you know. And then when he seen there was no plate on the back too, he's like,
Yeah, he had one.
His face went like, oh man, you mean I got to do some work?
Yeah,
Fuck that shit. I'm going to
Well,
the
see,
donut place.
He wanted an easy catch. He didn't get an easy catch, right? Like you said, the plates would have been an easier catch.
Right.
That Vin shit and all of that, he would have had to use his eyes. He had to get close. Yeah, he flush out. Yeah, I mean, he had to do too much work. That's too much fucking work. That's too much, like, doing your job properly, right? No. Let me see if I can get a quick fix. Oh shit, I can't get a quick fix. Let me go get my donut and coffee.
Shit, a few days before that, we had my daughter comes knocking on my door. She's like, don't you hear that? And I'm like, hear what? She goes, there's people fighting, and I think it might be Josh, and that's one of her kids. I'm like, oh shit. So we all run outside because we could hear yelling and shit. So we went to the alleyway, and there's this guy yelling, he's choking her, he's killing my wife. So we all run up there and, you know, what the fuck's going on? And this one guy's, oh, these people stole my van. And they're, of course, oh, we didn't steal nothing. And this, that, and the other thing. And so the one guy's all like, call the cops. And we're like, fine, we'll call the fucking cops. They never fucking, and I mean, there was like 6 cars, and you could tell, I think every one of them were fucking stolen. Because these one couples that stole this van.
Hey, excuse me.
What?
You live there. We don't know who watching. Allegedly.
I don't give a fuck.
Allegedly.
Anyway, this one van that they had, this one guy's like, oh, it's my van. So he ends up taking it. And then the people that supposedly stole the van went to this other car. And then they had another car. And they were trading tires and rims on all these other cars and taking shit off. And it's like, and the cops never came. And it's like, they called back my woman like 4 times, you know, or no, my daughter 4 times, you know, where are they? What are they doing? But yet they were so interested on what they were doing, but they didn't want to bother coming out here and look to see what we were saying.
So, and then if anything had to happen, they would have used her as a witness,
Oh yeah, fucking
right? Because she was the one. She was the one that they was trying to get information from, right? Instead of coming doing their job,
right.
they're going to get all the information they can get from her. Then, if something happened, they could come out and say, "Well, we was talking to this person, and she said."
She said that, he said that, we said that, they all said that.
All right, Larry. I'm gonna say this to you, clear. I know like sometimes, you know, we want to get involved. If we can handle situations without calling men with guns,
Oh, I
right?
know. Yeah, I know what you're saying.
Because if they're not doing their job and they leaving it up to the community to try to police the air, you know, police their neighborhood, they waiting for something to happen.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Well, that's like the day, you know, when we were telling them about that house. Why can't they do something about the house? And they're just
Mhm.
like, oh, well, you got to do this and you got to do that. So they're like, I'm thinking, oh, so you want me to do the job that you're getting paid for?
No, not even so much of you doing the job that they getting paid for. They want you to get involved so something can happen. They don't know how you gonna you know what I mean? You go start yelling, "Hey, get this fucking trash!" Da, 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 da. Something happen, break out, somebody get killed, somebody get stabbed. You understand where I'm coming from? See, they gotta
Yeah,
wait
just,
for a real crime, like, you know, somebody to get injured, cause injury, harm, and loss to you first,
shit. We've had
right?
people stab each other and all kinds of shit here. They don't
That's
give a
what
fuck.
that's what they want.
Yeah, but they never check that shit out either.
Did anybody die?
You had to go to the hospital for a week.
Did anybody die?
No, it got close though.
That's what they waiting for. These motherfuckers ain't killing each other fast enough.
Yeah, it's probably true.
You,
Oh
in
shit.
every community, hey Kenzie, you can't take his stuff and then don't want him to get it back.
Hey, Skid Mark.
Good morning, crazy man. Hey,
So
brother.
I want to know when the hell you got this this operation and got these new titties going on that you had up there to begin with.
That was I mean, you were watching Talcott last night, right?
No, I didn't watch it. We watched other stuff.
Oh well, I had to switch identities a few times, and the only thing that would trick them was the female persuasion.
That's funny too, because you usually don't like too many women.
Well, he picked the real cute one. And Talcott dyed his hair.
Nubs was there. Nubs,
He
tell him
dyed
how
his
great
hair.
it was.
Look, Talcott dyed his hair. He got his eyebrows arched, and he got his beard all trimmed up. So when Moose came up, when the pretty lady came up on the panel, Jack was like, "Hey, we want to hear from what was her name?"
Renee.
Renee. He was like, "Well, Renee, I want to hear what he changed his tone and everything. He got all sexy in his chair. He took off his jacket, let his little chain show."
So he took a lawnmower to his fucking eyebrows finally, huh?
No. He went to the barbershop finally.
I guess you fucked my bit up.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Are you sure that was a barber shop he went to?
Hair salon. Oh God, you and Larry with these damn technical difficulties early in the morning?
Well, I'm a piece of shit, so come on now.
Come on, yeah.
Skid
You-
mark.
Anytime you say
That
that shit,
skid
I
marks
got
are
the
great,
bus up,
motherfucker.
man. Hey, Larry, do you believe Talcott said he went to school, he was in gym, and his gym class saw his skid marks, and that's why they call them skid marks?
Yeah, that's what I heard. I can't understand why in the fuck you tell everybody that info in the first place.
Especially in these YouTube streets, right? Because
Exactly, my point.
now everybody go. I already know that's your point, Larry. Now
You know we
everybody
ain't
going to know
gentle.
this skid marks,
Yeah.
right?
You saying you trying to say you don't use the buttered flavored Crisco there, Nubs, or what? You just do the dry thing?
No butter flavor.
All right. Inquiring minds wanted to know.
Hey, as far as those doors over at Shy, that is her home security system. When that door squeaks, she knows there's somebody in the fucking house, dude.
I forgot.
Thank you,
about that
Nubs.
shit.
I got you. It's hood security.
You gotta explain shit to Larry like he's a 3-year-old.
Well, yeah, it's called.
See,
No,
you weren't really mad that Mama wasn't there.
Huh?
But now that you left the door open, she's like, yeah, making a beeline for it.
I think Moose forgot his mic's on.
Oh yeah, Moosey. Oh, there you go. There you go.
Ah, finally. Now I can finally hear you guys.
What?
What?
Huh?
What?
Get again?
Get out of there.
You know you've hung out with some people when you just start a thing and the thing just keeps on rolling. It's not just disgust or anything. It just happens.
What?
Huh?
Wow, we got Abnorm in the chat. Good to see
Hey,
you, Abnorm.
Hey, Abnorm.
What's
Good
up, Ab?
morning. Yo, Abnorm came to the chat yesterday too. Look, I had fun in the chat, and I had to go mess with aluminum foil. You hear me?
Were you talking to me?
Yeah,
you
I
what?
had to go mess with aluminum foil. Moose needed help. Aluminum foil was tweaking. He was tweaking, so I had to go help him.
That's nothing new.
I know, right?
Tweaks and twacks.
Oh shit.
Yeah, I couldn't even get on fucking panel yesterday. He saw that name and he was like, "Oh hell no, I ain't even doing this."
He said, "Yeah." He said, "No, I'm not putting up with him. He's a piece of shit."
Yep. Piece of shit. What was so funny about that though is I said it, he removed me. Wizard said the exact fucking same thing.
Well, you know,
Removed Wizard.
he didn't remove Wizard.
He did at one point.
He did?
Yeah. Well, when I'm talking about the last time I was up there, not yesterday.
Oh, okay. Cause
Yeah, but yesterday he just straight up saw Nubs and was like, ban. He saw, I'm just banning that dude.
I'm
I
just
have
banning
no
that dude
time
for the
that."
day.
Piece of shit.
No, Tiff gave him that idea. Tiff gave him that idea. I gotta find out who Tiff is.
Oh, 10th man?
Yeah. Who is that, Nubs?
10th man with his purse?
Yeah. Yeah.
You don't know who I am.
I know, he's such a punk, dude. He gave JT the emergency button.
I fell out.
Emergency button. What the hell is that?
What?
Emergency button.
Say it again?
Moose said that some guy gave that other guy the emergency button.
Oh well, and we know Talcott had his trigger on had his finger on the trigger like real quick yesterday. Yo. You listen, even Snap Food conformed. You hear me? Snap Food conformed. I was like, he will not.
The best
break
part
me.
about it, in my opinion, this is the best part. Best part is Paul just walks all over that shit. He doesn't get taken down. He doesn't get blocked. He just keeps on talking his shit. And fucking old Jackie boy doesn't even get it. He just sits there. Yep.
But wait, you didn't get it yesterday? Yesterday it was Cottle, it was Paul, Cottle, and Jack Day.
Not all the way though. If you listen to what Paul was saying,
Yeah, I did. Yeah, but you know,
it was definitely a lot more coddling, and you know, there's a reason. There's a reason for everything.
Yeah. Because he even said when he got done, I can't believe I sat through that for 3 hours. But that's the way he gets to be up on the panel. Moose did it to you. Moose said Nubs is a piece of shit. I don't know why he's here.
Hey, I'll ride the bull. You know, let's do it. It gives content.
That's what I was saying. It gives content.
You don't even get a chance to ride the bull anymore. You can't even come in the bar.
But the thing is I do ride the bull because I sit in the back and I sit there and type shit. And you know he's reading it because you watch his face. He gets all pissed off.
Wait, Moose was saying that yesterday too, because I was I was on Moose Join Live with him, right? And he was texting, he was putting shit in the chat too, and you can see Talcott reading the chat, and he had that look on his face like these motherfuckers.
This fucking Nubs guy.
It's a piece of shit.
Yeah,
A fucking piece of shit.
I used all 5 of my accounts to go in there and be like, "Hey, Skid Mark, what's going on?" So it looks like 5 different people said it, you know. So he's looking at the chat.
Oh, wait. So wait. Let me ask you this, little fella. So was that you that was Paul yesterday?
Nah, that wasn't me. That wasn't me at
No,
all.
I think that really was Paul.
No, I don't believe so. I thought it might have been Moose, because Paul said something the other day about Moose not donating to him, right? And I know Moose ain't got no money, so I figured that might have been Moose trying to trick people into sending Paul some donations yesterday.
Nah, that wasn't me, but it was a good trick because it worked.
It was a good trick because I fell for it. I was like, well, let me, all right, you drifter, you grifter. First I called him a drifter. Because I read Lou's comment, right, calling him a grifter, and then I said, well, wait a minute, Paul, are you begging for money? And they came back saying, well, Sly, I fell off a little bit for a couple of weeks, this, that, and the other. So that's when I put 2 and 2 together and said, yeah, I remember the other day he said to Moose, you haven't been sending me any donations.
Dang, the grifter got you. The fake one got you.
So,
but at least it got to the right person.
Yes, right. So I went and sent them, and that's why he was laughing. He was like, yeah, I got her.
What I think is fucking go ahead.
No, go ahead, Nubs. I'm sorry.
What I think is hilarious is when people are up there, and I'm going to be very vague, so put it together. When people are up there and certain names are called, like, the UN or something like that, it's almost as if it's a call to come to the camera.
Uh-huh.
Like it's, all right, we need this person up here, so I'm going to say these certain words, and they're going to understand because we all get it.
I keep saying that, and then they want, and I keep saying that, right? and then they want my boy to agree with all that dumbass shit, right? And I'm like, nah. I notice he never agrees with none of that dumbass shit I'll be saying, right? He always go back to what you saying. It starts with self. It definitely starts with self.
Now, all I know is when I hear the UN mentioned, you know, it kind of that's who I am all the way through in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Right?
So when I hear a representative of the UN needs to be addressed, you know, I know who he's talking to.
It's a full-blown agent. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say that? Allegedly. Allegedly. a full-blown agent. Allegedly. Yeah. Wait, but did y'all pick up on? He went and stalked those people yesterday.
They were worried that he had a gun. Wait, Postal? This dude was crazy back then. He got fired. What the fuck? Yeah, I know how those postal workers work. Like, there's no way anybody felt comfortable with Jackie Boy there.
You heard what he said. They had to get security and tell him, Jack, you're not welcome here.
I personally think that his little friend that told him about it in the first place, I think that was a plant, the whole through and through. Like, it was I'm going to tell Jack,
Yep. That's more content.
And he forgot to film it. Damn it.
Yo, you know he wouldn't have filmed it. Come on, man. Joe Cool telling him
you'd have film
Come on, man.
his own word.
That's how you know he really is nuts, though. Like, he is basically, you know, a stalker at that point, and he knows it, and he admits it. And we tell him all, everybody tells him it's a bad idea to go to that event. And he still goes to that event, and he looks for those people. And it's like, it's not even like he's going to an event, like, for the event. He's going to look specifically for these people. It's creepy.
That's what Tenth was asking him. That's exactly what Tenth was asking him. Like, you know, like, so what did you get out of, you know what I mean? Like, and I was like, oh, wait a minute. It sounds like he didn't go there for the intentions of saving the world. He went to stalk some people.
Fuck yeah.
Oh, shit.
I always feel like Jack is watching me.
Good morning, holy brother. Y'all see? Y'all mess around and get me up here with y'all, and I be behind in what I'm supposed to be doing. But
don't be blaming shit on us for your lack of responsibility.
Did you hear what I said? I love it. I love it. I'm not worried.
Start calling you Jack back.
The day is
Hell,
good.
first thing she did when she came in this morning, she's like, Larry, I'm going to be here for like 5 minutes, and then I'm getting the fuck out of here.
The lies I tell, right, Larry?
Damn woman, what are they doing?
No, I'm not stalking you. I'm just looking in your window arbitrarily.
Well, no. It was an outside event, right? It was an outside event, right?
I don't know. I know there was a dinner.
No, I think he went to an outside event at first, right? I don't know. Moose, could you give us some clarification here?
It was a union event, from what I remember.
Oh, the union did. So see, this is what I'm talking about, right? He said the union turned his back on him, turned their back on him, right? Did he say that?
Was that the UN or the union?
The union, the postal union, whatever, when he was at the...
Okay, I get confused because he talks about the UN and the union. Maybe he was confused. Maybe that was his speech and they threw his ass out.
Wait Wait a minute. It's everybody else that's confused. Jack's not confused. How in the hell could you ever insinuate such a thing? Get out of your mind. Come back to now. Come back to reality.
Allegedly, Larry. Allegedly.
I'll let you up in 5 minutes. You piss me off right now.
Piece of shit.
Wait. Look at Larry. Hold up. Is y'all looking at Larry right now? Larry got the Larry got the whole hookup right there and a roll of toilet paper. What the hell is going on over there, Larry? He got the wheat thins.
That's all her over there. That's her toilet paper, her wheat thins, her water. That's her shit.
Blame it on Anna. Yeah.
But somebody got to do it.
But I'm liking your mic, Larry. Your mic is cute.
Thank you. I just got it a couple days ago. It was all one set. Got the sound thing and the boom and the mic.
All right. So, do you have the right thing plugged into the All right. What I had to get for my earphones, I had to get this jack. I had to get this.
So you mean the jack is in between your phone and your earphones?
Oh shit.
Get out of your imagination, brother.
Where the hell is that dude even from? Like, what state?
I don't even know,
Washington.
man. Why? Oh, yup.
Spokane, Washington.
Washington? That's what I thought.
Yup.
Well, at least we know Larry's going to die when he drops the bomb first.
Spokane's just a little shit town, too.
Little shit town with little shit people.
That's why he called you a
Well,
little
at least
piece
one.
of shit. That's why he called you a piece of shit. Because
It
all
gets
he
really
knows is
fucking
pieces of
hot
shit.
there. It gets really cold there.
What I think is rather interesting is when I pop up, he sits there and calls me names, belittles me, tells me how worthless I am, and then he talks about how we need to love each other and spread joy, brothers, and it's like literally he didn't even take a breath in between the two thoughts.
No, the part that killed me is when everybody was giving good, having good comments or good talk, right? He would interrupt. Well, let me stop you, wizard. Let me stop. Yeah, I mean,
Let's stay in the moment, man.
Come back to reality.
Should I go to this thing, man?
So Moose, he asked you and you gave him a suggestion?
Who?
You.
What are you talking about?
Jack,
Yeah.
he asked you and you gave him a suggestion?
About
We
what?
were all there. We all told him not to do it.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about.
about that thing. Yeah, no, yeah. I was like, well, that was the night I was in good with them.
Okay.
And so I was like, Jack, I don't think it's for your best interest.
Mhm.
Probably shouldn't go.
Mhm.
And
He
he's
heard
like,
that and he
yeah.
was like, well, Moose told me not to, so I'm doing it.
Yeah.
Yep.
One of these days he's going to figure out that I hang out with Moose and Paul and everybody else, and that I'm actually not the piece of shit that he thinks I am.
But babe, no, it's not that, Nubs.
Brown noser.
I said that to you yesterday. He doesn't think that we hate him. Like people in the metasphere or whatever this thing is, people put that out there. Oh, everybody hates Jack. Everybody hates Jack. Everybody disrespects Jack. No. So he plays on that. He knows we don't hate him. He knows we like fucking with him.
I think he gets one or two people, and I just happen to be that one, because he gets angry at others, but he gets fucking angry with me.
But he knows you do what you know what I mean? He knows you have a ground. He knows how you walk and all that. He can see it. Everybody can fucking see it. You know what I mean? So he doesn't like that. and you gonna come up here and try to talk to him? If you don't agree with his shit, boy, you out of here. You don't know that?
Well, it's kind of funny because it's almost like, I'm not saying I'm famous, but people enjoy what I say commonly. So it's like when I pop into a room, everybody's like, hey, Nub. So it's like I have my own channel, but I don't have to create content because I'm creating content for others.
Exactly. And that's how I feel too, Nubs. Like when I show up in different chats or whatever, or different panels, it's like I'm helping create content for you too, because I'm just, being funny, being friendly. So I like that shit.
Get out of your imagination, man.
And as I've said so many times before, I hope Jack talks to his son. Legitimately, it makes the world a better fucking place.
Yeah, but due to, and this is only my opinion, I have to get out of my opinion, brother, I know, but this is my opinion. Seeing Jack and who Jack is, his behavior and his you understand where I'm coming from?
I know. It's going to take a lot because Jack has to stop what he's doing. Jack would have to stop the internet first.
No, I think Jack burnt that bridge. I really do.
How do you burn that bridge? Like, that is a bridge that you are supposed to be constantly fucking building on.
But he
constantly.
He didn't.
My son texted me this morning with some issues, and I cleared the fires. Like, that's my job. And they weren't even fires. Like, they were just little matches that were left out in the sun type deal.
You see how?
But I know that when there's matches on the bridge and there's sun out, I know.
Do you see how he gets when you start talking, right? When any of us start talking positive, you see how he gets?
Right, right. Well, I made the mention.
Could you imagine him trying to talk to his son and then not hearing what he wants to hear and getting all indignant and stupid and ignorant?
Right.
Don't nobody want to put up with that shit when you're trying to talk to him.
Yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for the guy. As a father, I look at it, what the fuck's wrong with people while they drive? Anyways, as a father, I look at it and I say, that son doesn't have a father. He might have a dad. He might have a daddy. His wife might have gone out and found an awesome fucking man. However, with that being said, what kind of person marries Jack Talcott?
That's for him to know and us to find out.
I don't need to know. I'm just saying, I've seen some interesting people out there. Normally they get divorced when they're fucking nuts. But then you look at the divorcee and you're like, wait a second, who was the nuts one? I think he actually got out of this one without, it could be that she's like 3 times as fucking crazy.
All right, well, listen to this, Nubs, right? Larry, battery is low. My battery is getting low. But listen to this, Nubs, right? You got to understand exactly what Talcott's been doing for the past 6 months. All the attention is on him. He gives us the content to create content for him to continue doing what he does, right? We're not doing anything bad by feeding this behavior. The behavior is already there. We can't change the behavior, right? We can't change nobody's behavior in these streets. So what I've learned to do is just accept who they are, accept what they bring to the table, and know that anything that I do beyond the point of you bringing your shit to the table is fair game.
Yeah, I suppose if you're going to talk about your nickname in high school, you're bringing it up, so you're looking for the criticism.
Exactly. Moose, what is it?
Just read my name.
Oh, you got it there? I can't
Skidmark. I am Skidmark the Great.
Did you hear me yesterday say when I gave Paul my money Did you hear me say I couldn't read? Lou Bass said I couldn't read. That's why I sent Paul my money yesterday.
Yeah.
I was tricked. I was bamboozled.
Bamboozle.
I still think it was Moose, though. I don't care what nobody say. I still think it was Moose.
No, I would admit to it if it was me.
Okay. All right. But you might look. That might have. You know who else I thought it was? Moose.
That dude who has the account Holy.
No. I thought it was no. I'm talking about the Paul thing. I thought it was Jennifer.
That would be hilarious.
Yo,
Absolutely
I was gonna send that. I was gonna send that message to him in his DM. Like, yo, what you got, Jennifer, making up fake accounts looking like you? So I hope.
Well, technically, that would be Paul if they copulated, because Paul is part of her now.
I already know. I thought that, man. I said, yo, he did, and he probably don't even know, right? She got a sock account of him, whatever. He probably don't know. And look, she said, fuck it, I'll get some donations. Smart woman.
Motel, Holiday Inn.
Smart woman. Listen, look, she keeping them coming in. Keep them coming in, baby. You keep doing what you doing. Look, but you don't get no more money from me until like maybe next month or the month after.
She's up there. Mama needs some Prada.
Yeah. Wait, I'm gonna fuck with my boy, right? You see, back in the house, right? Did you notice he was back in the house yesterday?
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh,
Hold up. Wait. So when did he have to get off when was it last night he had to get off the stream? Or was it?
He was going for some cuddling time, to my knowledge.
That was in the trailer. He was still in the trailer that night, right?
No, that was last night.
Oh, that was last night? Oh, I was going to say, listen, he put it down hard. She said, nigga, get out this damn trailer, get your ass back in this crib. She said, I'm tired of coming in that motherfucker cleaning up anyway. I might as well clean up after your house in the crib. So the trailer now is just gonna become his little man cave. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Y'all got me again. Look.
There you go, blaming people for your actions.
I know, but I love hanging out with y'all though, Nubs. I do. I really do love hanging out with y'all. It's just the camaraderie that we have, amongst us. You know what I mean? It's like, it's fun. It's not drama. It's not, arguing. It's not chaos. Even though Moose is the, what are you, Moose?
Moose is the agent of chaos. What are you talking about?
Yeah. I heard Moose was the agent of chaos. I heard. Yeah.
That's why I hang out with my boy Moose.
I'm a cunt now, right?
I've heard.
Yeah, I'm a cunt.
I've heard.
Damn it.
With friends like us, who needs Jack Talcott?
And aluminum foil.
Can we come back to me now, man?
I'm sorry, we got off focus. We got unfocused. Larry, let's speak about the nothingness that is there.
No doubt about it.
Oh my God, I'm great. He like using his new mic now, man.
Man,
he feel like he in the damn. Are you having a real broadcast, Larry?
We're doing what we can do, and that's all we can do is do what we can do, because I'm Popeye the Sailor Man. Toot toot.
I thought you gave me that name.
you're olive oil. That's why the door's sweet.
No, that's Moose. That's Moose. Moose is olive oil.
Wait the fuck a minute. That was me. You gave that shit to me.
You can't take nicknames back. Once you've given a nickname,
Once you're a real piece of shit, you're always a real piece of shit.
Exactly. Right.
Oh man.
Like high school nicknames like Skid Mark and shit. Yeah, I mean, that shit sticks with you, especially when you want it to.
Yo, I had to apologize to a Provo kid yesterday. I kind of was a little inappropriate because, like, you know, sometimes I pick up on these guys when they squeezing daddy's nuts, right? And you know, they'll talk shit somewhere else, right? And then as soon as they get up on the panel with him, it's like it's a whole together different behavior and everything, right? And then so, you know, I was like in my head, in my imagination, with my opinion. So he said he was on in the thought process, whatever, right? He was there, but he was leaving, and he said goodbye to daddy first. And I was like, yo, damn it. And I ain't mean to say it, you know, and Paul got on me. He was like, no, I slide, don't do that to him. Don't do that to him. But it was just like, I just see these guys, they be talking shit somewhere else. And then as soon as they get with him on a panel, they like totally different, man. Totally, all of them. I be like,
Well, it's
yo.
because it's a persona, and when you change the channel, you change the persona to a certain degree.
Yeah, I guess.
And the thing about it is like there's a couple of us out here that I don't change my fucking persona. If I think you're an asshole in one fucking channel, I think you're an asshole in all the fucking channels.
Yeah, asshole.
Right.
Well, all right. So, like, I don't know how to put that, right? Because, see, if you're an asshole, if I think you're an asshole, like you said in all the channels, I don't fuck with you at all.
I fuck with them, but it's not in the fucks with.
Yeah, I know. It's a breaking news. Taylor Swift.
Yeah, the fucks with. Breaking news: Taylor Swift's tickets are overpriced, just like your opinion.
Oh shit! They suing her ass too. They suing somebody for the overpriced tickets.
Oh, I wanted to mention Larry. We were talking about. Well, you guys were talking about. I was taking a shit, but you guys were talking about the fucking robot.
Do we always have to know when you gotta take the shit?
Yes.
Why?
Because I'm dropping logs in the reservoir for
I'm not
production of
drinking
heat.
that shit. I'm not drinking it. Wait. Are you
Not yet till I come to Philly.
Hold on. I'm gonna let you get back to your story. But are you the reason why our water is fucked up now? You've been dropping logs. Ain't been floating downstream.
Why do you think Minnesota's got toxic fucking water? We're just like you. I've been shitting here for a while. I got shit in Pennsylvania. I got shit in Minnesota. I got shit everywhere.
Oh my god!
Even in my pants, I got shit. There's skid marks.
I just told Wizard the other day that I got out of the shit, and Lord and behold, I'm still in a bunch of shit.
True story. That's what happens. You are guilty by association, and you're hanging out with a true piece of shit. Just ask Jack.
So that's what Paul was saying. He was like, look, if you ride with me and you go somewhere, just ride. Man, I feel like this. Listen, I can ride with you, but I ain't gotta be in no wars, man. I'm not going to no chat, be fighting in no chat about you, man. You know what I mean? I love you, brother. But I'm not going nowhere. Oh, well, you like that Paul Enslaved. Okay. And
I take that as a compliment because people tend to dislike Paul for what he says because what he says tends to be pretty accurate. Tends to be. Not always. He is not fucking
always,
Jesus.
Right? But
he is. But I do like his philosophy when he says greater things I will do. And if anybody disagrees with it, they need to read the fucking book.
But I also think too that those guys that I'm talking about that might be talking shit on other places, that's just to build their content. When they come to him, though, they come to his channel, they listen. I really believe they do hear him. You know, they respect him.
Oh
for,
yeah, Paul's
yeah.
message gets through one way or another. It either gets through with anger or it gets through with compassion.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
There is there is no middle ground with him. Like I have, and that's why that whole between these two gentlemen, I have respect. I have mad respect for both of these individuals.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
And I'm not gonna get in the way. Like if I see my two friends fighting at the bar, I'm gonna push them both out of the bar and make sure the cops don't come.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not the fuck. No, I ain't stopping that fight. That fight ain't mine.
That's what I'm saying. Like, yo, why I gotta be put in that fight? Like, you know, I love both of them, right? But I don't want to be put in that damn fight. Why? Let them handle their shit. Don't put me in it, and don't you even be trying to get up in it, cause it ain't really got shit to do with you.
That's why, if you notice, this is like one of 3 or 4 times that I've ever even talked about the issue. It's not my fucking issue.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm just using it as a context issue at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but anyways, back to what I was saying with Larry.
Yeah,
Larry, think about this. Okay, you got a little robot that you'll just kick over. That's great. And then they're going to take money out of your fucking account because that shit's all online for breaking the goddamn robot. Put your ass on hold. Now you can't get no groceries, and then they're going to expire your fucking money. You got to read what the fucking proposal actually says.
I got a mask. They'll never know who I am.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, all right. Soon your ass, I told you, soon your ass leave out that damn trailer, man. They got you. They following your ass to the grocery store.
No, it's even before that. Look, see this thing I'm shaking?
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. That's their direct tie. We ain't stopping using phones.
And he got a new mic.
Oh yeah, there's chips in there.
Yo,
They're
I'm
probably
getting the hell
checking
up out
my
of here.
tax records as we speak.
They're checking to make sure you own that fucking airplane and not just flying around illegally.
Like Clarence.
No, but for real, like we think that it's gonna be, like Terminator. It ain't gonna be it's gonna be terminate your fucking wallet. Try to get along without food, without water, without, all of these things, because most people don't know that you can go out to your local yard and find an entire fucking meal.
You ain't supposed to be that's our secret. Now they gonna spray shit all on our lawns, man. Stop playing.
What I'm waiting for,
y'all talk
I just
too
heard,
much, man. Y'all tell everything.
I just heard they're going to start injecting the vaccine into the meat. So the dairy industry and the chicken industry or the poultry industry. Yeah, so even if you didn't get the fucking vaccine, if you eat a cheeseburger, now you might be getting the vaccine. And, the next step that I would see logically in that course is the DNR getting fucking vaccines and starting to go through the forest and popping deer with them. That way, when you bag a deer, you still get it.
That's why how they're going to get us to all eat crickets.
If there's nothing to eat, you're going to eat a fucking cricket, aren't you?
Yeah. But lo and behold, we ain't going to tell you what's in that damn cricket.
Yeah, but look, you got to think about it. Where does the cricket come from?
Right.
We don't genetically make nothing. Don't worry about that.
No. I mean, the cricket lives outside, right? Eats off of certain things.
We're talking farm raised crickets. They live in a box. They live in a plastic box and they get shit.
Oh my God, they farm raising crickets too?
Fuck yeah, they've been. Think about it. You've already got the industry started. You have absolutely got the industry started. How many people have fucking bearded dragons and snakes? They're already farm raising. Like I raise my own mealworms and shit. All I do is put some bugs in a box, throw some food in there, and come back, and they're there.
Yeah, you're the one that makes your own compost, right?
No, I make everything.
Yeah, I remember that. You know how long ago I heard that? Like 6 months ago.
Yeah, that was back in the fucking PDF days.
Nah, I don't remember you from PDF days, man.
How do you not
But
remember?
wait. All right, so wait. So
Hey, I would have started off as Stumpy Nubs.
right, but wait. Now that I'm thinking about it, did you have a garden too?
Yeah,
You used to go take us outside all the time, didn't you?
yeah.
I remember you now. I don't remember
I
your
know you
name,
do.
but I remember you now because you used to always take us outside, show us how your water system works and all of that kind of stuff, right?
Same shit I do now.
Yeah, but I remember I learned this last I stopped hanging out with them when they turned on me. they turned on me, right?
Hang on one
Let me tell you how they turned on me. I said, "Oh shit," in somebody's chat. I said, "Oh shit." I said, "Oh shit." What's his name again? Yeah. I said, "Oh shit, PDF is here," or something like that, right? Somebody in his crew, I ain't gonna name him. AG. Oh, it's AG. You know.
No names mentioned, though.
That one that made that video of me. But anyway, went back to PDF and told him I called him a piece of shit. You're muted.
Did you guys see when what's his name came up? The comment that I made last night? Did he just go up there and narc somebody out on the fucking panel, open and for everybody to hear? I don't know if anybody caught it.
Who?
I don't remember even. It was, yeah, somebody made a movie about you, Jack, and Jack was like, yeah, I know, blah, blah, blah. And I was like, dude, you just went up and narked? Like, what kind of, I don't know.
That was 10th. I want to find out who 10th is, because that's somebody from that era. I gotta find out who that is. It sounded like James Madison for his second.
He was Canadian.
No, then James is not Canadian.
Yeah, whoever that was, he was definitely Canadian because he made references to Canada. Well, not definitely, but most likely.
Yeah, I heard him. But
He made references to being a man with a purse, and that's just the Canadian trait.
But wait, poor JG. JG just angry with everybody. If he ain't silent on the panel, he's angry. Moose. He must be busy. All right, you got 3 minutes, Larry.
3 minutes.
Yeah, right. 3 minutes will turn into an hour and a half. You know.
Wait a minute. Wait. Let's see. I've been here for almost 2 hours. Slide comes right in the room. All right, Larry. I'm going to be here for maybe 5 damn minutes. So I'm telling you now, I'm going to be here for 5 minutes. So your 5 minutes is 2 hours. So if you said you got 3 minutes, so that means about an hour and 10 minutes you still got, right?
No, it's hell no.
That's
No,
how it
I'm
works, right, Nubs? Isn't that, yeah, see, Nubs got the bobblehead going.
Don't.
We're bobbleheading. Why? That's all. That's all you're gonna get is a couple bobbleheads. Now look at now you're bobbling too.
What are you looking for? Spiders?
Stargazing.
You looking for spiders?
No, I'm stargazing.
Oh. So I got this thing on my phone. I was thinking about y'all the other day. I got this thing on my phone. And you're supposed to look at stars. You're supposed to hold it up to the sky and look at stars, right? I say that fake shit. We ain't got no stars up there. They just shine lights in different areas. They got beams shining lights in different areas, thinking we got
They're
stars.
drones. They're drones in Philly.
I think they drones too, Dubs. They just sit and watch. At least one is watching over me. Now I hope it ain't gonna get me though.
You know what cracks me the fuck up about society as a whole is we think we know things. Like, people will get on there and just fucking argue because, oh, space, we're going to fucking we're going beyond the stars, man.
You sound like
Prove
Moose.
it. Prove that shit. Like, have you ever been there? No? Okay. Do you know anybody personally firsthand that's ever been there? No. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna call you full of shit and tell you wouldn't be able to work in the legal system with that kind of knowledge.
Right.
You know, and then like I had this one guy, I was working for him, and we got into a conversation. And it wasn't a very long conversation. I was building this fucking fence or whatever, but he ended up being like an astrologist or something like that's what he did for a living.
Mm-hmm.
And to prove that space exists, he come out with this piece of iron from a asteroid or whatever. And he's like, this is 14 billion. And I was like, oh, really? It looks like a piece of metal to me.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like a piece of slag that fell off the guy that was pounding with the hammer. You know, the blacksmith was up there, and that's something that fell off. No, this is blah blah blah. And he's like telling me everything, and I was like, you know, that's all well and good. Have you ever been there?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I was watching through satellite, blah 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 blah. And I was like, okay, so you were looking through something. Have you ever been there?
Mm-hmm.
Well, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, no. Back to what I was saying. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to agree to disagree. And I'm going to finish this fence. And you're going to have a phenomenal fence. And we're going to both go about our day. Well, and obviously I'm paraphrasing very much so. This is not exact conversation by any means. Nevertheless, he goes and he was talking about how valuable this asteroid was.
Mm-hmm.
And he's like, well, I'm going to plant a seed. Here you go. And he gave it to me. And don't get me wrong, I appreciate an asteroid for what it is. I just happen to know what it is. You know, like
a piece of metal, right?
Right. And, you know, there is definitely, like, if you've ever picked up a quartz crystal or something, you can feel a resonant energy from it. It's whether or not you're perceiving it and how you perceive it, et cetera, et cetera. Well, this piece of metal, it does have, like, it feels like a piece of quartz. It's got a radiant energy to it.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't mean it's from 40 billion fucking light years away. No, it just means that it's a fucking natural material right here. Right in my hand.
A real piece of metal with force.
Right. But this guy was bound and determined that he was going to convince me that this metal came from billions of light years away and it traveled at billions of light years per second. And I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dude? Like, you're an educated man and this is the best you can come up with? I think you should use that paper for heat instead of as a plaque. Hang on one second.
I'll be back. You hear me? Larry? Hello?
Yeah.
I'll be back.
I can't hear shit because I'm doing a dab.
Yeah, all right. I'll be back. Love you guys.
Love you too. Bye-bye. Don't let that door hit you in the ass.
This ain't gonna be no Terminator movie. They're just gonna fucking hit you where it hurts.
Hurt me so good.
It ain't gonna hurt so good when it happens. All I hope is before June, July, you should definitely Well, I know what I'm going to do. I'm not going to suggest anybody does anything because I know what I'm going to do. And I'm going to make sure that before June and July, I have at least a little stockpile of something worth something.
Can we just come back to now, man?
The now is what's causing it.
All you, man, not me, man.
Like guys like Moose and I, we're probably in the same kind of predicament. Like, how's this going to work? You know, when Janet Yellen's sitting there saying, yeah, we're fucked.
Yeah.
I mean, there again, paraphrasing, but not much.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, if you heard that speech that she made or when she was being questioned or whatever, she stumbled more than Jack does.
Yeah, I don't watch too much of that stuff, really.
I don't watch a lot, but when it comes to money and like, there's a couple of them that I actually do watch. If it's politics, fuck that. But when it comes to things that affect my daily, then I'm gonna pay attention. And you know, I can do this, that, and the other thing, but the grand reality is my business provides for me.
Right. But the biggest problem is too is you gotta like, you know, listen to what they're saying because some of it's true and then some of it's a deception. So you got to figure out that for yourself and then go from there, basically.
The way I look at it is if they're all, you know, if all the leaders per se are doing certain things and you see what they're doing and you're able to trace it back, you know, like for instance, with this whole Vanguard and BlackRock thing, all you have to do is do a little bit of research and you find that this company owns that company and that company owns this company and you figure out the fucking story because you trace the money.
Right.
If you trace the money and it goes back to a nefarious route, then obviously it's nefarious from the get-go.
Yeah, and what's kind of funny is too, it's like, how can that not make sense? Because it's like every fucking movie we see that, you know, has to do with theft or shell companies or whatever. What do they always say? Follow the money. Follow the money.
Well, we live in a society that will literally have. I was watching yesterday. There was a gentleman that was shot. Okay. And the guy that shot him ran. Okay. That makes sense. This guy ran to the fire department that was close. He ended up dying there. It was 9 o'clock in the fucking morning. You know, like, there's certain situations in this world where you're just going to have to figure the fucking shit out. You know, and that's the grand scheme of things. You know, you're just going to have to fucking figure this shit out on your own. We live in a crazy world, to say the least.
Well, and the next thing that's kind of really weird that's going on right now, and I can't figure out what their planning of this is, because we got all these things that are happening to these, you know, politicians and ex-presidents and so on and so forth. You know, it's like they just came out with the judge that got all these trips and stuff, you know, that he didn't claim, and all these other people that they're supposedly going after because they've done so wrong, you know, kind of admitting, yeah, we are evil, yeah, we are corrupt. So I'm not really understanding.
Well, that way they're being honest.
But are they?
They are.
Yeah.
You know, it's kind of like when a politician comes out and says, I'm concerned about global warming, what does that mean?
Yeah.
Like in the general narrative, we hear, I'm concerned about the global warming, so we need to do all these things to stop it, right? But what they said originally, the very first line, was the truth. The rest of it can be a lie because they told the truth first. They are concerned about global warming. How can we warm this fucker up? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if I'm saying I'm concerned about my son, well, what am I concerned about? Am I going to do this, that, and the other thing? No. No, because first in line, first in time, right? You start out your sentence with the intent of your sentence.
So the early bird gets the worm?
Pretty much. Pretty much, yeah. If you think about it. But then you look at it and it's, I'm concerned about this. Well, okay. What are you doing to stop your concern? Because that's what they're concerned about. They're concerned about global warming, meaning that they are concerned that we need to warm the earth. So if we don't understand how language actually, Wizard gets on this all the time, and that's honestly one of the reasons that I just love listening to that fucking man. Because he gets on these tangents and he's so goddamn passionate about it, and you see the passion and you see the fire in his soul for people to understand and comprehend and be able to do it for themselves. That's where that passion, most people just look at it as anger. It has nothing to do with anger. It has to do with frustration, I'll give it that, but anger, no. Wizard is a loving man. I hear chuckles.
That Wolf Lady just woke up.
I hear chuckles in there.
You heard him go off on me, right?
I couldn't.
He can't hear you, baby.
Yeah, Larry's mic is directional. You have to be in front of it. Go give him big old keys.
My face.
Go give him big old keys. No, and people can have different opinions about people, and that's the beauty of it. I can like somebody that you don't like.
No, we all see, different points of view and different things. And like she's saying, basically, is her point of view is because of the actions that
the interactions. Yeah. First-hand personal experience.
Right.
And it is also based off of between that and also perception.
I wanted to welcome Manel into the room. Hope you're doing well, Manel. I'm sorry I didn't acknowledge your presence sooner.
What's up, lady? What's up, lady? I'll say it twice because there's two ladies.
Hello.
No,
but then again, why would a lady want to say hello to a piece of shit?
Right. I am truly Skidmark the Great.
No, wait a minute. Wouldn't it be Junior?
No. He was Skidmark. I'm Skidmark the Great.
Oh, my misunderstanding.
That was hilarious.
No, but basically, one of the things that I learned through going through the divorce that I did is a lot is based off of perception. You can perceive your world as falling down. Or you can perceive your world much like as a blacksmith pounds out hammer, you have slag that has to come off because it is not beneficial for the end result.
Okay, hold
and to be beaten into submission, the iron changes shape, much like with whether it be positive or negative reinforcement, we are shaped into the vessel that we are. Because we're just a skin bag, if you think about it. We're a flesh bag, here to experience things.
Told you I've been busy. It was funny. She just opened the microwave and she's all like, "What bitch has been over here?" I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?" She's like, "The microwave's clean." I'm like, I cleaned it.
Larry, she just called you a bitch.
Well,
I called him domesticated.
I am what I eat. I am a pussy. What the hell? Over.
Hey.
No doubt about it.
No, I don't know. Like, I learned a lot about life going through that divorce. And then subsequently, like, it was a hard, damn disgusting experience that formed me into the vessel that I am today. And I really, like, before my divorce, I didn't fucking like myself. I wasn't a man. I didn't stand up for rights and freedoms and truth. And no, I didn't stand up for any of that shit. And that's why I got the divorce, because she saw the bitch that I was.
Right, but like I was kind of saying before, is you saw that, that there was some faults and things you were doing wrong. But some people, kind of like Jack, it's everybody else's fault. It's none my fault. I've done nothing wrong. It's all you type thing, and taking no responsibility to, his actions and stuff.
Think about it. Think about it. Are you able to spend money that you don't own?
Well, we kind of do every day, but
well, in real, like, not this fictitious bullshit. I'm talking about, like, the real experience. Can you can you give something that you don't have?
Right.
Right?
Right.
And we always talk about we need to pay for this and we need to pay for that, right?
Yep.
Okay. Well, what's the difference between paying in a fictitious thing like fiat or paying in what that fiat represents? Because that fiat represents time. Right?
Right.
So our time is then given. I had a gentleman that I was talking to after the whole Talcott situation, and I had made a comment that he didn't necessarily like. He's a good content creator, so he was able to handle himself in a manner that was, professional about it. He's like, dude, I'm in that boat. Like, I haven't talked to my son. And I was like, dude, you're a father. I was like, whatever you do, you have got to be a good father if you're going to be a great leader. And he's like, yeah. And he's like, well, there's some situations. And I was like, if you can't visit with him physically right there, he's like, yeah, that's my situation. And I was like, all right, here's what you do. Every time you get a penny, every time you get a nickel, every time you get a dollar that's, silver or whatever, a coin dollar, every time you get a single piece of coinage, you put that into a jar because that's the change, right? And he's like, yeah. He said, yeah, that makes sense. That's change. I was like, all right, now you collect and you collect and you collect. Keep in mind that money that you are collecting, because at the point in time that you're doing that, it's actually money because you got some. You take that and you put that into some form of asset for your child. And you give him the change of your life.
Right.
And if you think about it, that's time. That's money. If I can't physically be with my son and I want to give him my change, I can give him my change and physically change his life. I can always be a good father. Even when it's hard, I can always make the choice to be a good father. Even if I was a shitty father 5 seconds ago, 5 seconds from now, I can change that decision and be a good father.
Right.
You get where I'm coming from? Like, it's a choice. It's always a choice. It's a choice of what we do. It's a choice of what we say, and it's a choice of what we think. You know, and they tell us that they've got this and they've got MK Ultra and everything. And I don't deny that that stuff may or may not exist. I don't fucking know. It's all speculation to me. But what I do know is I do know that by making the next right choice, just like Paul has said, and many that have come before him that have been greater and lesser, making good choices makes good life.
Right.
It doesn't make easy life. In fact, it's normally 10 million times harder, and you know you're making the right choice because the fucking pathway that you have to go down is incredibly laborsome.
Right.
Yep.
So I switched to the camera, the cam mic now. Can you tell any difference?
Well, that picture's nice.
You like that?
Sure. Would you like to open up the camera so I can actually see what you're talking about, or do you not want to give me that experience?
The microphone, what I'm saying is...
Oh, you changed the mic. I got you.
Correct.
It's not the directional mic. Yeah, you sound fine. Here I am giving you shit, and I'm fucking wrong. What the fuck, Larry?
Piece of shit.
Hey, yeah, nice picture too, by the way.
You like that? Isn't that beautiful? Pull that up.
Actually,
see that beautiful...
That picture is beautiful, actually.
I'm damn proud of that picture. And not proud in a way that would boast me up, but proud in the sense of I've built that. That is me.
Accomplishment, something beautiful and tangible that people can see and touch and feel.
Yep. Yeah.
It's gorgeous. I love that fence.
I do another variation I actually like better than that fence. That fence turned out fucking gorgeous. They was spot on what the customer was wanting. They had already had that fence in their property. And so that's actually mimicking another fence that was on their property that another contractor had built.
Nice.
So that's my design for the gate, or for next to the gate. But the rest of the fence is existing. Like, it's not I didn't draw it myself. I built it. I built it. It's all my craftsmanship, but it's not my design. So I built this other one, and all fences. I mean, it's kind of hard to come up with something new, original. But there's some things that you see and you say, I want that. And there's some things that you see in your head and you say, I'm building that. There's a big difference, but at any rate, the one that I do, it's a little bit wider at the top. So the peekaboo part is a little bit wider. And this is definitely for areas where you want good visibility, but great security. So what it is it's the pine or the cedar at the bottom. And that in this fence that I'm talking about actually has 2 rails that run on the bottom and 2 rails that run on the top. So it's 4 2x4s, or actually it's a 2x6. Never mind. That all doesn't matter. Anyways.
I know about building shit. I built fences and walls.
Right.
And
that's why I'm saying it doesn't matter, because you know what I'm talking about. Well, I mark with shit, so.
That was just too funny. Oh my god.
At any rate, so do you know what hog wire is, or hog panel? I assume. Yep. Okay, what I do is the hog panel, I cut it not on the flat part, but on the riser, and it is on the vertical, but I cut it so the pin is there, not so it's guarded by the line. You know what I'm talking about?
I gotcha.
Yep. So then I take that pin and I drill it up into the 2x6 about halfway, so that the reveal is approximate in the 4-inch square. The reveal is about 2 inches on the top and 2 inches on the bottom. 2 inches. That's what I shoot for, depending on the panel size.
Okay.
Vertically, I can get it accurate consistently, but horizontally, my panel width changes, so that's damn near impossible.
Yeah.
Nevertheless,
My panel's big.
what that does is that gives you a 4-inch square of metal that you can easily see out of and still be able to duck down under, you know. And with everything that's going on, we're actually developing systems to be able to put into people's homes, like a plug and play where you pull one thing and the window drops down in, and it's a security window.
Okay.
Because we're kind of coming into a time and place of life where that kind of shit's probably going to be pretty important. Wouldn't you think?
Is. I think it is.
And wouldn't we be wise as a business to build fences and security facility? Like, it just kind of goes hand in hand. Like, I'm kind of looking, because we all need to find our niche, because shit's going to be changing. And even if it doesn't, it's still going to be changing. Like, it's not like the crime rate is going down.
No.
You know, so even if the economy, hypothetically, let's say they weren't able to do it, it's still going to be fucked. Like, we're still going to be in a pickle. No way around it. You know, like, people are jobless. What are you going to do when you ain't got no job and the computer doesn't let you take the food?
Yep.
Look at that blue sky.
I was. And then I looked up at our cameras and I went, ugh.
Just beautiful out today.
I am
Birds
so
are chirping.
tired of this weather. I'm tired of it. My body.
Well, you live in a rainforest that's cold.
I know.
Why would you move to a rainforest that's cold? That's like almost Minnesota type deal. Like, that just doesn't make sense. You got to be a different breed. You're not that same breed, dear. Go find Arizona. It's a wonderful place.
It's warm. One of my favorite things to do is when the sun is out is I'll go outside and I'll sit on my walker and I'll put my back towards the sun and just let that radiate that heat into my body.
That's not just heat. That's so much more than heat.
Oh, I know it is, but that's one of the reasons why I'm like tired of this weather is
You need that.
it's so much more, and this winter has been really fucking shitty.
Hey, check this out. This is one that I just finished up.
A bathroom?
Yeah, I just painted it. I mean, like, nothing major, but it looks so much fucking better.
What color was it before?
Like,
Okay. Like off-white, HI white, whatever.
like after you flush the toilet twice with diarrhea and it's still just a little bit of tinge, that color.
Yeah, well, almost anything will be better than that. Yeah.
No, when you were talking about that, I'm sure you know who Bob Marley is, right?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
Don't worry.
Just some people, that was actually the first song my son ever heard. It's what I sang to him. He was crying. It's the first song that popped in my head. I was like, oh, sing this, he'll be all right. And
You know
dude,
it.
let me tell you, ever since then, my son will hear that and he'll go into, it's a place in his mind I can see. It doesn't affect him like day to day, but you can see that, and it goes to like, he goes somewhere, and I can only imagine it's that first moment of his life when he had his father, baby, don't worry.
Yo,
Not a thing.
not a thing. I used to play
Every
that,
little thing is
and
gonna be right.
you know that
Yeah,
band.
shit, I go to that place.
You ever heard of Blackmore's Night?
No.
Okay, Richie Blackmore was part of he was the lead guitarist for what's that old band?
I don't know. What is that old band?
You're the one telling the fucking story.
Yeah.
I'll have to look it up. Okay, but it was like a 60s
That's a
band.
weird name. I'll have to look it up. I'll have to look it up.
Well, they were one of those one-hit wonder.
No, they were not. No, they were not.
No, she's on a roll. He's like,
No, they weren't. They weren't. Hold on, let me.
No,
look
they
it up.
had that other song, Look It Down.
But
I like looking up better. Or you know what's even better than that is lick it up.
Depends on what you're licking.
Oh, that's Big 10-4, Rojo.
Schnozberry. Whoever
My
heard of
schnozberries taste like
Schnozberry?
schnozberries.
I know. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Why the fuck does he have shovels down here that we weren't fucking using? What the fuck? God damn it.
What band was Richie Blackmore first with?
See, my business partner, he screwed up.
Deep Purple.
Oh, fuck yeah, I know who Deep Purple is.
Okay, Richie Blackmore was the original lead guitarist, okay? Okay? They had awesome music. Well, he decided, you know, their band kind of disbanded. Well, he got with a woman named Candace Knight, which he has married and had kids with. But Candace Knight, oh my gosh, she is just...
I know who Candace Knight is, I think. I know who you're talking about.
So, Blackmore's Night is a band that I used to play music around the house a lot. It kept me calm. It kept me, you know, spiritual in my spiritual world. And,
How would you be in anybody else's spiritual world? Wouldn't you be setting yourself up for failure?
yeah. Well, you know, there's a lot of Christians out there, and I'm just not.
Can we just come back to me, man?
Yeah.
Well,
Anyway, so
you know, he does
I
have that
still
right.
play that music, and my kids love it. That and Ozzy Osbourne and Black Sabbath. I'm sorry. My favorite band when I was 10, there was two. Okay. Black Sabbath when I was 10. And George Michael, of course, because he could move that ass. And I love this music.
So I had a story, or I got a story, and I don't know for sure because I was really young and I never I didn't look into it. But the guy that told me the story was fucking ecstatic. Like this dude, he was, and I still couldn't tell you the guy's name, but you'll know who I'm talking about if you listen to Ozzy.
Yeah.
So I was working for a roadie company when I was real fucking young. Like it was like I should not have we lied about my age so I could come work.
Right.
And the guy didn't really check because he really didn't care. He just needed work done. And as long as there was work done, he didn't really give a fuck. Well, we were working as a roadie, and basically we were putting out chairs and, you know, putting up the tents and, you know, for all these major fucking rock concerts. I went to so many fucking festivals and shit like that as a kid. Well, I went to Ozfest, and I'm at this point in my life, I lived in the city. I was not concerned with things like Ozzy Osbourne. I was concerned with Tupac. That's where I lived.
Okay.
You know,
Tupac was cool too. I like that too.
But you see what I'm saying? Like, I didn't give a fuck about Ozzy, you know, like, and not only that, but my mom thought that was devil music. And she just, as soon as she heard anything like that, she was breaking CDs and shit. I was barely able to fucking keep the volume down. She was a Nazi when it came to that shit. Anyways, God, he cannot frame for shit. So I'm out there and we're putting up tents and this guy yells for me and he's got the backstage pass like everybody else did. And, you know, I knew that I had seen my boss asking him what to do. So obviously he's further up in the line. So he yells for me. He's like, hey, come help me with this, blah, blah, blah. So I run over and, you know, I was a kid. I was eager to help, you know, and I worked my ass off helping this guy. And he's like, hey, you want to smoke? I was like, I got cigarettes. He's like, no, smoke some fucking weed, dude. I was like, sure.
Why not?
I was young, but I wasn't that young. We're sitting there, we're smoking, you know, nothing really, talking about shooting the shit, you know, didn't talk about anything. Got high as fuck. Went back to work. As soon as I went back to work, this dude comes running up to me and he's like, what the fuck, dude? Do you know who you were just hanging out with? It was the drummer for Black Sabbath.
Yes! Oh my God!
I couldn't even tell you his fucking. I don't care.
Yeah.
Just another person. That's exactly what he was. He was just another fucking human being.
That's
he
how
needed some fucking help. We did some fucking work. We smoked some fucking weed, and we went back to fucking work. He went and played a rock station, or you know, I didn't even care.
Yep, that's
Then
it.
even after the dude, I was like, that's cool. No, it wasn't even something I could brag about in school.
Right.
I didn't go to a school where anybody even knew who the fuck Black Sabbath was.
Yeah. You say Tupac and their ears will pop up.
Right. If that would have been Eminem, Tupac, any of them, oh, fuck yeah. But
it'd be all over it. Yeah, no. I treat people as people. And I've done that where I'm just like, hey, what's up? You know? Da-da-da-da-da. And
honestly,
then it's like, you treated me like I was just me.
Human. Yeah.
Human. You
Human.
didn't go, oh my God, you know? And I'm like,
I don't care who you are. I'm not going to go out and lick your balls.
exactly.
Like, it ain't going to fucking happen. You know, because I can pull up a picture of a fence that's still standing. Your song, after you're done playing it, they can record it, but it's just a picture. It's just a memory of it. You'll never have that same thing back. My fence is still standing.
That's it.
You know, like I was up on a panel the other day and this guy was talking, and it was just cracking me the fuck up. He was talking about his work, and I was like, "Well, what do you do?" He's like, "I'm a rapper."
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Sure, it's work. Sure, I'll give it that. But it's not building a boulder wall.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, well, anybody can move boulders. Yeah, but nobody can stack them, right? You stack a fucking boulder wall that has 400-pound boulders and it doesn't stack right and it goes rolling out in the yard. Or God forbid, it's not in the yard. Maybe it's out in the street.
Yeah.
You know, your rap might kill it, but my boulder will kill them.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, no, I don't care who you are. I'll treat you like human, like you're just a person. My sister,
I'll treat you the way you want to be treated. That's how I do it.
My sister,
and you're going to tell me.
Is 2 doors down from the main singer of Anthrax.
We got one of the stars of that biker show, The guy that lives right down here.
Yeah, I know, but
What's the
I
name?
can't remember that.
And that's the thing. We shouldn't know his name. We really shouldn't. We shouldn't care where he lives.
Nope.
Well, the funniest thing
If
is,
you know, you know.
he lives in this neighborhood. That is the funniest thing.
Yeah, and my sister, she's real good friends with this guy, and doesn't matter.
Right, they're humans.
He lives in a housing, not a housing complex, but a just what do you call it? Track housing, just a standard track house. You know, just like my sister, just like my parents, just like, you know.
Well, where
And
the
he's
fuck
got all
else are
this
we gonna
money.
live?
He lives, you know, in track housing. He's a cool guy. He's really, really cool. You know, my sister, she's had Metallica over. She's had all kinds of stuff. You know, she knows she used to be the lights sound for this one company in San Diego that that you know used to do it for concerts. And
Right,
she's
kind of like
met,
me. I did roadie
met
work.
people that way. And people treated her like, hey, you're fucking cool. You treat me just like I'm me, not I'm the drummer of this or the guitarist for that. And it's like, what is that guy's name that lives in Brownsville? He was in that movie Roadhouse. I can't remember his name right now.
I know who you're talking about.
Yeah.
Kevin Bacon. Isn't that Kevin Bacon?
No. The old
I
guy.
actually know. I don't know who you're talking. Let me digress. I really don't know. I will put a disclaimer out. Wow, I left my fucking truck open. That was about the dumbest thing I did all day so far.
So far. Anyway, this guy, he's really famous. He lives in Brownsville in this big house, right? Everybody knows it. It's in the papers, whatever. This guy's sitting here at one of the 4 slot machines in this bar, right? I walk in and he's on my favorite slot machine. I look at him and I said, "You're on my slot machine." And he goes, "Well, you weren't here." And I said, "Well, I guess I'll have to use the one next to you, won't I?" And he goes, "Yeah." The guy bought me a drink.
Right.
He's like, "You treated me like I was just me. You gave me shit. You were teasing or whatever, you know?"
Well, think about it. If
And I'm
somebody
like,
was constantly wanting to lick your asshole because you were able to say a word on a piece or on a camera, like, I would get annoyed with that. Is all, like, that's why I don't have a fucking channel. I don't want the fucking smoke. It's not that I can't handle it. It's just I don't want it. You know, because I'm sure there's another fucking Nubs Revenge out there that's going to come in and trigger me. You know, I mean, that's when you go to the fucking barber shop, you're going to get a fucking haircut.
Sam Elliott.
Holy fucktards.
Yeah. I sat there for 3 hours.
No. That's not what I'm saying. Holy fucktards.
Who fucked up? What?
You can't
You
see
see
the
it?
bubble.
It's shadowy. Move your
It
head.
looks like it's not level, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's not level. What is that behind it? Black stuff. Is that mold or what?
No, it's
Spray paint.
probably Flex Seal because that's what it appears to be. Flex Seal.
Yeah,
that's Craftsman there. Flex Seal on the wall. That's some Craftsman work there.
Hey, if it worked for the time that you needed it to work for.
Well, you know, I would say that. However, the time it was good for is now.
A terrible time for it.
And if you notice, you see this?
Yeah. Yep.
That's a drywall bit. That's designed to kick it off. So it's just flush.
Yep.
This
No,
is a
not yet.
T25. The
Okay.
T25 is for screws. Like putting together screws, not drywall screws.
Right.
Well, I'm hanging drywall and I've got to change my bits out to move this fucking thing over so that I can put my drywall in. Not to mention that the next stud, that's where it should be. That's where it is. Next stud, that's where it is. That's where it should be. So, in other words, nope. My business partner screwed up. He's not a builder. He's definitely the other end of the business. But in all fairness, I should have been here holding his hand, holding the drill like a good daddy does. And I should have been holding the level. Nevertheless, I wasn't. And now I have to fix it.
Yeah, like that can
sound familiar?
On a level job.
Does that sound familiar though? The daddy has to come in and fix it when the son screws up. Obviously, he's not my son, but you know, if I was this person that was supposed to be guiding and leading him, if he screwed up, whose responsibility is it? That's me. You know, and that's really what I learned in my divorce. Honestly, if there's one thing I learned in that divorce, that is the lesson that I learned. Because I went from being kind of a shitbag that I didn't really like to be somebody that can put pictures of my workmanship. You know, because the thing about it is like people that go to work in an industry that you don't have a visible result, like computers, for instance. My brother's in computers. He loves his job. However, he's always said there's substance missing. There's nothing there. It's and he sees the effects of his work. You know, the veterans get paid and this and that and the other thing happens, and you know, he sees it, but it's not physical, it's not tangible. When I put my work out, let's say I get a cut on that job, that means that literally now me, an aspect of who I am is now permanently left in that place.
Yep.
You know how many cuts I get on a daily?
Damn.
You know, and I can tell you where my jobs are. I can tell you jobs that were fucking 10 years ago.
Yep. Yep.
You know, and I can call those customers up and be like, hey, you know, let's have a powwow. It's been 10 years. Your fence needs a refreshing. I told you in a 10-year span, you're going to need some refreshing. We don't need to fix it. We need to refresh it. So we don't have to fix it.
Right.
You know, and it's that experience, you know, and the tangibility of what I do is a big part of the reason that I do it, because I literally spread myself across the United States, to be honest with you.
That's awesome.
You know, there's jobs down in Georgia that I could tell you how to get there right now, tell you what I did in the house, you know, and it might have been a drywall patch. It might have been, you know, sometimes they were tile. Sometimes they were brand new bathrooms. Tell me tell me somebody doesn't sit in my work every day and ponder, Yep. I don't know. There's something to be said about taking pride in your work.
Oh, absolutely.
If you cannot take pride in your work, then why the fuck are you doing it?
Right.
Because it is work. It's not what you enjoy.
Yeah. I miss doing a lot of stuff like that. My dad taught me so much. And I miss doing a lot of that stuff, but I can't physically do anything like that physical labor stuff anymore.
Do scale models.
Huh?
Do scale models. Build dollhouses. If you have the ability, think about it. No, I'm serious. It sounds fucking nuts. But check it out. There's kits online that everything's already pre-cut.
Mm-hmm.
You literally put it together. You paint everything. You take the care and compassion, and then you sell it as one of those dollhouses that are complete. They go for a couple of grand normally. If you have the skills to build a house, but you can't physically lift a 2x4, well, what if the 2x4 is literally 2 inches by 4 inches? That. Yeah, you get what I'm saying, though.
I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying.
People that know how to do things are going to be in high demand. And people that are willing to trade are going to be in even higher demand. Because what happens when this digital currency comes in and everything's hitting the fan and, well, you don't have any money because they took your money. You still need to eat. Honorable people will look to trade. I'll trade labor for things.
Barter.
Yep. Abso-fucking-lutely. And honestly, I see here's what I personally see. I see a black market opening as soon as it goes into play. And I'm not, it's not me. I'm not that smart to be. But I just see a fucking black market instantaneously coming to right there as soon as it starts. Why the fuck? He could have gone in from the top. Oh. Sometimes you just gotta love people where they're at. I thought my mail came in.
Informed that we have to go shopping in a little bit.
What was
my
that?
Face? I was just informed that we need to go shopping in a little while. See my face?
Well,
you screw so well.
Larry, why are you watching me screwing around?
Well, it's a tough job, but somebody got to do it.
Educational purposes.
Only.
Definitely
and then
only.
it'll be our turn.
Yeah, but the camera better not be on live. Unless you're making money, and I ain't paying, so.
Hey, you might learn something from some old people,
Probably teach you a thing or two.
Oh, I don't know about that. Well, me anyway. Just saying.
Yeah.
I just looked at Larry and said, seriously? It's not even 8. Don't tell me that shit.
Well, at least you guys aren't trying to feed me full of crap like my now was.
Like what?
What'd she do?
Like what?
The other day when she was telling me she's not interested in that young gentleman across the way that came to Manel's house just to play.
What do you mean? I must have missed that. What's going on? She had somebody over that.
No. She didn't have nobody over. No, she
Oh,
was
okay.
saying that we were having. You were fucking there. You were laughing your ass off about it.
Oh,
Because she told me she wasn't interested in those kinds of things, and I was like, Minell, you are full of shit. You are telling me if I were to come over to your house right now.
I remember. She'd be letting you pet her pussy. You know how she says her cats are pussies.
Right. It would be. I would be petting a kitty. Yeah. It was
She
just
played it
hilarious.
off so well, and she deferred it and deflected it so well, and I was just like,
Yeah, but her face said something else.
the whole story. Yeah.
And I'll trust a woman's face before I'll trust her word.
Yeah.
That's what Larry and I tell each other all the time, that your physical response to things tell it all. This man, after 4 years, he can come near me in just a certain way and I'll get goosebumps, and he'll lean back away from me and he'll just giggle. And I'm like, knock it off! You know, it's the body don't lie.
Well, that's the thing, and not only that, but what makes me laugh is people don't know their ability to communicate, so they don't. But they still communicate. You know, like I can look at somebody and I can think a thought in my head, and I can have that female turn around and look at me and say, "Did you just fucking say that?" Now it won't be a visible. That she won't actually turn and look because she's knowing how fucking crazy it sounds in her head that this dude just said, "I would like to take you out to dinner," and you heard it, but you didn't hear shit.
Right.
Yep.
Why'd she turn around? It's because she got hungry.
Feed the beast.
I'm gonna feed you, all right. We're gonna start with steak and potato at the place, but guess what, honey? Dessert's on me.
No, not in. Hang on one second.
Oh, I'm like, whoa, what are you doing? You're still on camera. We can still see you. I'm like, wait a minute. I know. That's just so awesome.
Do that jig.
Bomb chicka wawa.
All you get is the jacket.
That's
You
right.
You got to pay for that shit.
Oh, no. I get it free right here.
No, but we as humans, we have an innate ability to communicate, and our communication has very little to do with words. In fact, that's where we get uncommunicated. But when you're on a level where you like, Mama knows when Daddy needs something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's not even necessarily always a sexual thing. It's always intercourse, but it's not sex.
Right.
Oh, there's
You know, and what
levels of all that too. There's very deep.
No. I'm saying intercourse between two people, like the communication intercourse. Like we are having an intercourse right now.
Yeah, I get you. I understand.
Yeah, that's what I'm speaking on on that kind of level. So I just wanted to clarify. But basically, when we speak, I mean, that's why the intention is so very vital in life. Because when we go based off of our intentions, then true work is happening. You know, you aren't afraid.
Right.
And if you're not afraid, then the work gets done, whatever that work might be. It's the work is not always drilling shit, and but at the same time, it is drilling shit.
Especially when you're a piece of shit.
Right. Well, I'm listening to a woodpecker right now. Think about it. He's working.
Yeah.
He's working. The woodpecker, when you hear that woodpecker, you know it's a good day of work. All you got to do is listen to the pecker.
Check it out. That's funny you said that. My spiritual bird, go figure, is a
Woodpecker.
woodpecker.
We have a couple of them that fly around the house where I live, and every year there's always a new baby. And listening to it just learn
How to peck.
how to be a woodpecker is just great. Yeah, and obviously I hear things and I know what they are because I have the experience to know what they are. And the other thing with that is I listen and I see animals. Animals, they always talk about spirit guides and stuff like yourself. A lot of people don't understand what it means. It means that you look up and you see the eagle and you know what the eagle is telling you. Why?
Yeah.
Because you know what to do, because you are an eagle and the eagle are you. Eagles tell you to watch out. Eagles tell you that you're being covered. Eagles tell you all sorts of things, just like when you walk out. I had one day, it was funny as hell. I walked out. I heard that woodpecker going. I was working for this guy, and he wasn't trying to fulfill contracts quite right. There was something off. So it got down to it, and I needed paid. Like, my work was there. My work was not finished, but the work was finished to the draw, if that makes sense.
Yes.
I went to get materials, and it was not a little bit of materials. It was like $3,000 worth of materials.
Ooh, yeah.
And I'm coming back, and we're having a conversation. I was like, "Hey, do you got my draw there?" He's like, "No, when this part gets done." It's like, no. You go read your contract. My draw better be there. My draw was about $3,000.
Oh.
My draw wasn't there. I called him back one more time. I said, "Where's my draw?" He said, "You'll get it when the work's done."
No.
I said, "You'll get your materials when I get my draw. You'll get your work done and have finished when I get my draw. You're in breach of contract."
Yep.
"Well, you stole my materials." I said, "I didn't steal your materials. The job's not done. They're still mine."
The fuck?
Well, because he thought that because he gave me a deposit of $3,000 for those materials, he thought they were his materials.
Oh, okay.
No.
I got you.
They may have been for those materials, but they were for the contract.
Yes, they were. See,
And
people
therefore,
don't understand that.
right. Well, he thought he had one that was easily shaken, because I went in there and I didn't charge him much. I wasn't needing much. So I was just, I was going to help him out and be a decent price contractor and get more work in the future.
Right.
Yeah. Yep.
He had other plans, and I had talked to a couple of the tenants, so I kind of had an understanding. One of them said that they had gone through 8 different contractors within 3 months.
What?
Mm-hmm. And every single one of them was screwed over.
Oh.
That's why I called him when I had the material, and there was already something that he was on the shtick for.
Ah.
And I made sure that I made it where it was equal to equal, where we were good if we weren't good. He didn't like me very much.
Imagine that.
He told me he was going to sue me a couple of times.
No way.
I said, "Please do."
Please try. Yeah, go ahead.
Because that's not going to work out so well.
Really?
For you. I mean, for me, I'm okay with that if you want to give me your money. There's a fat rabbit.
Check this out. When I used to deliver the mail, I was a private contractor and I did a rural route. Anyway,
Yep.
I used to have my case where I cased my mail out of another post office.
Okay.
And it was a metal building. You know, this woodpecker, one woodpecker would fly up on it and go
Telling you to work.
And well, see, the thing was it didn't start coming around until I was there. I liked hearing it. I thought the sound was kind of cool, but it pissed all the other 3 people that worked, 4 out of that office. Pissed them off, so they'd run out there and chase it off. And I'm like, "What's going on?" They're like, "It's a woodpecker pecking on the metal, the metal building." And I'm like, "You say hi. Listen to the tapping.
Right.
It's like whistle while you work, whistle while you work." And I would start going, "Whistle while you work," and they
fucking hated
it.
you too.
They hate. Oh yeah, we were not.
You were there, Jack.
Yeah.
Well, no. What it was that I didn't tolerate bullshit. I didn't let them talk to me like they talked to everybody else. They were not holier than thou because she was a postmaster, and the other one had been there for 17 years. And the old guy, he was cool as hell, but he didn't like woodpeckers because they would go through. They had gone to some of his trees and destroyed some of his trees. I get that, but I didn't know at the time it was my spirit bird. I looked it up not long after,
It
and I
knew
was,
about it. You.
Yeah.
it knew about me, and I was just like, "Are you kidding me? A woodpecker is my spirit bird." And then I thought about my personality, and I'm just like, yeah. I'm like, huh, that's funny. I'm like, holy shit. And they're absolutely beautiful. When they fly, they're graceful. But when they're pecking on a metal building, they annoy some people, but certain other people, they find it kind of cool and da-da-da,
Hang on 1 second.
They used to chase them out. Chase that woodpecker out. And I'm like, just leave it alone. It'll go away. They're like, no, it will not. And come to find out, while I'm in that post office, it started coming every day when I was in there. And I was in there casing for about 2 hours.
Yep.
I would show up. The bird would show up. I would do my work. And I'd leave. And the bird would wind up leaving.
You had a pretty decent route if you had 2 hours of casing.
Oh, yeah. It was for a town called Guatai. Guate or Tay. Guatai. It had like 500 customers. About.
Yeah, you did the whole town.
I did the whole town. Yeah.
Yep. I said so many times.
Job.
I've worked for the post office. Like I have been there, done that. I know. So when Jack's talking about these things and talking about going back to the union after the fact, bad idea, Jack.
Yeah, not good.
Like as an independent, you probably weren't part of the union, but I'm pretty sure they have. What's that?
No, I was not. I was a private contractor.
Right. But I'm pretty sure that even the private contractors have some aspect of union rights to a degree. You're there to prevent the union from striking is really what you're there for.
What I was there, yeah, I had to still maintain certain things that the union did require.
Yeah.
You know, and
that's where I'm coming at it.
Of the union,
What the
Yeah.
Say it. What the fuck? Oh, wait.
Wow.
Things that make you go,
Actually, I love it because he was busting me. He was busting my balls on time. It's like, oh man, you're taking forever. Taking forever fixing your shit.
Yeah. Well, if I didn't have to go back and redo what you did, my time would be cut in half at least.
You're gonna love this one, dude. Stud.
Okay.
Insulation.
Okay.
it's what? It's what?
Okay. Isn't that supposed to be in between the rafters?
Well, that's why I was like, what the fuck am I looking at? Because you stuff it in between the
I've never
boards.
seen anybody do that before. That's pretty.
Dumb?
Wow.
Clearly they did not know what they were doing.
No, he forgot his damn razor blade.
Oh.
No, this is why he does the paperwork and not the building.
Well, I think you need to take a picture of that and say, this is not how this is done, and then you wonder why it takes so long.
Oh, if it weren't to be a private conversation between two business partners, if I were to film that and put that on, that would be like...
No, I mean, show to him. Just show to him. Nobody else but him.
No, Larry, think about this. You think about how much I ride Talcott.
Right.
This is just like, seriously, this is like a whole fucking AK with unlimited, 4,000 rounds. I got 4,000 rounds with this bitch. He just handed me and said, shoot me, motherfucker. Yeah. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, God, this is so fun. This is so fun.
Well, the thing is the installations on all the 2x4s, your drywall will still be level, right?
It's not. It's not just one, though. It's 3 bats of insulation worth that are done this way.
Yeah, no, I was just playing.
Yeah. No, this is not how this works. This is not how any of this works.
No way.
Oh, hang on one sec. I'm still here. I can listen, but I gotta pull this piece of drywall off.
Not a problem.
This is the other part.
Okay. Oh shit. I've seen a lot of weird shit, but that's like one of the weirdest, I think.
Yeah, this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be super fun. Oh, he's not living one down.
That's the old hurry up and get nowhere attitude.
Oh, this is so much fun.
Well, you just gotta look at it this way. It's job security, right?
You're just giving me more ammo, Larry.
That was kind of the point.
Oh, this is so much fun.
I'll be right back. I gotta go get the dog. Right back.
This is definitely some interesting framing.
You could probably hire a 16-year-old kid to do a better job than that.
I'm surprised he didn't. In the grand scheme of things, we work out very well. He does his job and I do my job. It's when those two come into conflict where either I don't do my job or he doesn't do his job, or we try to do one another's job. It tends to not be great.
Yeah.
What the? Ooh. I like this one. You're going to like this one too. You know, don't invite me into your basement if you don't want me to find the skeletons. See this? See this screw?
Yeah.
Let's pull it out, okay?
What the fuck? What the fuck?
Drywall,
Yeah.
wood.
Yeah.
Drywall, wood.
Okay.
That is why we put it into wood, not
No way.
drywall. Oh, this is going to be so much fun. Good times. Good times.
You're gonna have to ask him what the hell he was smoking because he needs to start sharing.
Oh, he does. And believe me, I've done this kind of work with his shit once or twice. Moving the drywall so the house don't fall.
Redoing the drywall
so the house don't fall. I could see him getting a bunch of scrap pieces from people, but all of these pieces are also like 4 foot wide instead of 8 footers.
Yeah.
It's going to be so much fun having that conversation.
Doesn't that make twice as much work because you got twice the seams?
It's more than twice as much work.
Well, that's kind of the point I was getting at.
Yeah, it's and the reason it's more is because I've got to clean, tear down, clean, build up, but I can't use the same material because it's not all the same and some of it's damaged. But shit happens. I'll bust his balls and he'll figure out something to bust my balls about later. This I'm trying to figure out. What the hell happened here? Are you taking a leak?
No, I'm sitting here. She's getting ready to go.
No, he's the noise you're hearing is he's unrolling a Smarties.
Unrolling a Smarties.
Yeah,
Candy.
the candy.
I thought he was trying to get intelligent.
Well, that's how you get smart. You eat Smarties.
Trying? What's this trying shit?
I'm glad you picked up on that.
You mean it is true you can teach an old dog new tricks?
Well,
Some new tricks.
I think you can bring humanity to those that are not treating themselves humane.
Reality, what a concept.
What? Quit talking that like smart stuff.
Well, you're eating Smarties. It's just coming out.
Right.
Hey, you weren't
You are
supposed
what
to
you
tell,
eat.
you weren't supposed to tell nobody I'm coming out.
Uh-oh.
Have fun with that one. Do you put your phone in your purse?
Well, yeah.
I sometimes put his phone in my purse.
That's my purse. Yeah, so this framing I really don't understand. It's kind of a head scratcher. And it kind of really looks like shit, and I really don't like it.
Kinda. Either it is shit or it ain't shit. There ain't no kind of shit.
There might have
Well,
been a
with
method
mud-
to their madness.
With mud and tape, you can definitely have kind of looks like shit. And then just be able to mud and tape it correctly, and you're fine.
Right.
But this is like a half an inch over 16 feet. Over
What?
10 feet. Yeah, roughly.
We got Danny in the chat saying hello. How are you doing, Danny? Good to see you, girl.
Hey, girl, how you doing?
What's up, Danny girl? I figured everybody else was calling you girl. Actually, you're a woman, and a very beautiful one at that. Nevertheless, hey girl. Or when I'm carrying my purse, hey girl.
Gag me with the spoon.
What's that? Gag me with a spoon.
Talk to the hand.
I remember some chick doing that in school. What's that? I told her she was fucking retarded. Hands don't have mouths.
That's the point.
She said something like that, and I said, "You're kind of silly." Probably not in those words.
All right, man. Well, I think we're gonna end this thing. We got get ready to go to the store, get shopping and stuff done.
I know what it is. You're just not entertained with my construction abilities.
Actually, I am.
No, I've been enjoying watching all these. What the hell over?
Yeah.
Ow! Staples
Hey,
hurt.
now.
It makes me
Staples
feel.
hurt.
It makes me feel smarter about myself.
Well, Larry, I'll take you on the road this summer, and we'll get real smart together. We'll have building fences with Larry.
Yeah.
Ah, there we go.
It might look a little worse than what we got going on. The old eyes aren't what they used to be, that's for sure.
That's why you use tools and measurements.
Well, you're the with Larry part. I'm the building fences part.
All right, damn it. I hate that when that happens. All right, man. Well, I'm going to head out. You have a great day, and we'll talk to you later. And always remember, same time, same bat channel.
Same bat shit.
There you go.
There we go.
Keep the skid marks up.
Woo! Got to keep that iguana rolling.
Bye.
See you guys.
Bye.